everybody, and welcome to Come Up to the Panel and Talk About Your Channel Tuesdays with Sweet Ree. Can y'all hear me good? I changed some of the settings on my mic. I guess y'all can. Hey, MC the Shaw's nine. Hey, Debbie Howard, sis. Thank you for being here. Yeah, so I'm excited. Hey, Anne Marie Lovex. Oh, she said she could hear me good. Good, because I just kind of switched some of the settings on my mic and I got my headsets on. Hey, Jared Talks. Thank all of y'all for being here. Tonight we have a special guest. If you saw my posting, I posted Seedtime Harvest, lawn care, and snow removal. I put a short video up, not a short, but one of the videos that's not too long on my community tab. So if you would like to check it out, check out his channel. And if you want to go and, watch a video, hit that sub button, add a comment, and connect with him. And don't forget to let him know you met him at Sweet Reed channel. Yes. Okay. Hey, Joshua Gabrielle. He said he just came out workout live. Oh, you did a live? Okay. I have to go back and check it. That's what's up. Working out. Hey, MC the Shaz. Man, I like saying his name. Hey, BDBGP. Hey, thank you for being here. I appreciate you always stopping by. And I gotta go and show your channel some love. I have not been over there. I definitely have to. Who else? Hi, Miss K. Khadija Reeves. Thank you, beautiful lady, for stopping all through. Beautiful, hardworking lady. I know. I appreciate you. Who else? I think I got everybody that came in, and we're waiting for Al. Thank you for dropping his link. Oh, he here. Seedtime Harvest, Lawncare, and Snow Removal, LLC. Hey, brother-in-law. That's my little brother, y'all. For real, that's my husband, brother. So I'm going to drop the link, Seed Harvest. If you need a few minutes, I'll give you a few minutes. I could talk about a few things. I can go. So everybody, I thank y'all for being here on Tuesday. My Tuesday talk about, come up to the panel and talk about your channel. I started that new this year. This was one of the things I wanted to do new on the channel to help other content creators. I always want to help others because I know people help me. I see you, Jared. Jared say he 3 away from 1,100. If 3 people that's in this chat is not connected with Jared Talks, come on, y'all. Come on now. Help Jared Talks out if you're not connected with him. He's come a long way, and I'm so thankful for you, Jared. I remember, and I'll keep saying it because I'm proud of you and I'm happy for you, truly. When he first, I remember meeting him in my chat, and he came one night, and he said when he get to 100, he was going to go live. And he was going to drop a video. So when he got to 100, he dropped a video, then another one, then another one, then them shorts, and then before you knew it, he got at 1K. Run his list if you can. Jared will definitely come in the chat and promote himself. He's not afraid to go out and network and meet others. I see him in a lot of chats, and he speak to everybody. He leave his comments, and he started on Mondays. He have a chat at 9:30, and on Thursday he have a live chat at 9:30. So check Jared Talks out, y'all. And if you can, give him his 3. He only need 3. If I had another one to give you, Jared, I will, to help him get to his 1,100. All right now. That's what it's about, helping each other. If anybody coming up on a goal, let us know. Hey, Wellness with Frugal Mama, and y'all know at 7 a.m. she don't be playing with it. She be working out, having her positive affirmations. Yes, she be ready, y'all. She be ready. Hey, MW and your beautiful wife, Lexus Ice. I appreciate y'all for stopping on through, always supporting. It's a blessing. I think everyone is here. Oh, I miss Good Eats Homestead. I see your name at the top now. Hey, welcome in. And anyone that I may have missed. And don't forget, this is all about helping others, not me. So if you're not connected to anyone, please connect to them. You can go to their channel, check it out. And if you don't, if that's not your cup of tea, I get it. But I check out the channels and I subscribe to them and I watch videos, and that's what it's about, helping each other. And I'm learning new things when I go to other people's channel, like MC Dasha's Neck. He be having all kinds of fancy tools and stuff, y'all. He don't be playing with it. Y'all check him out. Yes, he do. I like it. Yes, he got other things on this that I'm scared of, but I like his content. So certain stuff I'm a back away from, but I like his content. So certain stuff I'm a watch. That's how it is. Like, you can still play the video if it's something else on there that you're not into, so that, they'll get another view. I appreciate it. It's always something you can learn from the other channels. And Miss K be having her gospel music on. She be sharing the word with you. She be cleaning and cooking, and she be going to work. And some people need them conversations and stuff to help them out in the morning. You just don't know. I'm going to drop the link in a minute. And so Seedtime Harvest, he's scheduled to come up, but anyone else that want to come up after him, feel free to come up. That's what it's about. Okay, let me get the link. Copy. I'm copied the link. I'm getting ready to drop it. Drop. Okay, it's a paste. There goes Seedtime Harvest. So if you can get on there and click that link, it should show you how to click on your avatar if you want avatar. But I'm hoping you'll show your face. People can put a name with like a face. Hey, the Resident Evil AMC, I appreciate you being here. Thank you for coming on in. And Joshua Gabriel said he had a video he dropped earlier. It was a live, a working out. So check him out. Hi, Lisa J. Stocks. I think I met her at it might have been at Miss T. And Miss T with the T. Miss T always have a nice crowd in there, and she always helping others and watching the videos and supporting others and encouraging everybody to support others. I love that community. Excuse me. You did a live this morning, Jer? That's probably when I was at work. When I be at work, I try to listen into some. I can't be, all in that chat, but I didn't see one for you. So you telling me I gotta catch up with yours too, Jared. Jared said he dropped a live too. Don't leave him out. Not only he need 3 more new family members. And Jared, when those 3 come over, because I see some new people in the chat, I know you're going to return the love. Okay, Resident Evil AMC said, my name, Max. Nice. Oh, nice to meet you as well. Jared said it was quick. And if y'all didn't check out Neckbone News on last night, y'all go back and check it out. My neighbor, Gertie, better known as Gertrude, she was on there. Babs was on there. It was awesome. Oh goodness, I'm getting ready to say, forget the other person that has all the beautiful knowledge. Oh my goodness, check it out. It was an awesome live as always. That news, Neckbone News. Okay, and Jared said it was funny. Uh-oh. Let me go to, there you go. Woo. This StreamYard. Wait a minute. Let me just pray real quick. Pray real quick, because this StreamYard, it clicked a couple times and we ain't playing with it. Lord Father God, in the name of Jesus, we just come to you as humble as we can. Just thank you. We praise you for all things. We ask you to be with us, lead and guide us, touch and bless us. Amen. Okay, I feel better now. How are you today, Seed Time Harvest?
How you doing? Hey, family. Hello, everyone. How you guys doing today? Thanks for having me. Good to
Let me
see you,
turn
Oprah.
up a little bit. It sounds like you low. Wait a minute.
Can you hear me now?
Hello?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you. It's on my end because it sounds kind of low, but I'm turning my
Yeah.
mic up. I had changed the settings on it. Okay.
Okay. Okay. How you?
Well,
Good.
good to see you, Seed Time Harvest. And so, everyone, this is Seed Time Harvest Lawn Care and Snow Removal. Y'all might see him in the chat sometime when he's not working. That's my husband, youngest brother. So that makes him my youngest brother too. So he's here to tell us about his channel. We're excited. I'm hoping you could tell us some beautiful things like what made you start your channel, how you're making out. We want to hear about some of those characters because that one lady on there, I thought I was gonna have to come and lay hands on her messing with my little brother-in-law. Now we ain't fitting to do that. You ain't mess with my little brother-in-law, and you got a husband. She up there trying to be greedy. She want her cake and her pie and everything else. But if you need me, you know I'm a phone call away. I get on that road, right? I ain't playing. I put the pedal to the metal. Okay, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. That's when it comes to family, we don't be playing with it. Okay. I get myself together and gather my thoughts. Hey, Miss B and fam, thank you for coming in. Yeah, she said she was tripping.
Hey,
Okay.
folks. Thanks for having me. Thank you, Oprah. I'm House Stedman.
Oh, goodness.
Yes, I just want to say thanks for this opportunity to say hi to everybody. I sometimes can't really to come to every chat, but when I do see people on there, Big Sons and Southpaw and Crafty and all those guys, and oh my God, praying couple guys, nice to finally get to see you guys through the chat. But good to see you. Thanks for having me. And Cherie, I just want to say thank you. Because that's why I called you Oprah. You like the Oprah of YouTube.
He
You know,
always. First of
yeah.
all, let me tell y'all, my brother-in-law is full of jokes. It's not just like right here. He's really full of jokes. I mean, he have you laughing so hard. So
But
just
you
I
gotta
don't know what he
understand.
gonna do tonight.
No, I'm gonna behave. I'm gonna behave. But
Okay.
I just want to say that because you got a big heart, and you promote and help people and get things out there, and just it ain't about yourself. It's always about promoting other people, and then even just the communication. It ain't even just about what you do. It's just bringing that love back to community because too much stuff is going on out here. So I just want to say thank you for just that because that's why I call you Oprah, girl. You can ready to just blow up. You get a car. You get a car. You get a car.
No.
But yeah, just thank you though. Thank you.
Hey
And
gamer, cool
yeah,
gamer.
yeah. But I just want to say
Well, I
briefly,
appreciate you being here.
thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. So any questions, anything you wanna, talk about? Anything pertaining to lawns or
You're
anything
well.
pertaining to gardening that you might want to ask? Asking it shall
Yes,
be given.
I definitely. Well, once the weather break, I want you to come. I want you to come. I remember I saw you clean your deck and everything off. Yeah,
Yeah.
once the weather break, it gets warm and stuff. Yeah, put me on the calendar. Add us on the calendar.
Look, look,
Access for
so
that. I love that you care about what you do. I remember
yeah,
years ago when you used to cut out grass, way before you moved way further and all that stuff. But that's a whole other story. But
yeah,
you planted flowers and stuff, pretty flowers and stuff. And a lot
yeah.
of those, oh goodness, down of course I'm not gonna be able to remember the name of them, but a lot of those still come back, the ones that come back every year and stuff.
Gladiolas,
Yes.
daffodils.
So a
Yeah,
lot of those
they're
come back.
perennial. They come back
Yeah.
every year.
And you
Yeah.
may have to plant other flowers around it, but a lot of those, yes, the perennials, they still come back every year. I can count on those coming
Yeah.
back, and I'm thankful and
Yeah.
grateful for that. And you may
Oh,
have heard me say, and I'm gonna have to get with Mom's because she grew greens and stuff, and I got some seeds. I got some seeds. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna have to get with her. I got some other people that's gonna help me.
Mm-hmm.
We may call you in on it too.
All you
I'm
gotta,
going.
all
I'm
you
going
gotta
to
do is fix a meal. I'm there.
right. Oh, just fix a meal. I will.
Yeah,
I
I'm there.
will.
But
I
but
will.
I gotta say this, sis. In all honesty, that's where I got it from.
Mm-hmm.
Mom. She planted the seed, and time now I'm reaping the harvest because, even though we got that from Genesis 8:22,
Mm-hmm.
plant the seed, you reap what you sow. You know,
Yes.
but I wanted to say this. I've learned from mom, and my mom taught me. She just said, hey, come out here with me. I was out there 5 years old planting, and it just been in me, where I started. And I just said, every now and then I would get out there and help her. And
Yeah.
I just started noticing that it was a love, that my mother passionate. And one of my old neighbors, God rest her soul, she said, "Give me my flowers now so I can smell them."
Yeah.
And every time I think about see these flowers, I think about how my mom would just be in the plants and planting and doing things. And it got from my grandma. So I said, okay. And then, yeah, as you said, before I made my transition up here, I just started coming down at her house every Sunday, cutting her grass, and over
Yeah.
25 years. And I'm like, hmm. But then I became a homeowner. I was like, let me start cutting my own. And then I realized my mom planted a seed in me that
Yes.
I didn't know that I'll have this fetish for flowers and gardening, man. It's not work when you love enjoying what you do. See, God will give you talent and your talent will make room for you. And I just said, okay, I was outside cutting my grass when we just moved up here 3 years ago. And one of the neighbors said, "Hey, buddy, you're in the wrong business." You know where I'm going, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay. I didn't pay it any mind because sometimes some people will see your talent and your gifts and you just like, do it naturally. But then
Yes.
I started loving what I do, and I love it. And it's just like seeing the outcome. And man, one day I came home, I saw this lady lying on my grass and the sprinkler was on. I thought she passed out. She said, "Excuse me, sir, your carpet, your grass is so soft, it's softer than my carpet."
Yeah, you're right.
But I just like what I do, and you get out what you put in. That's in everything.
That's
Everything. You want
right.
to be a successful businessman, woman. You want a successful marriage, job, relationship. The list
Yeah.
goes on. You get out what you put in. So, with how we came up with the name, I was sitting there and I was like, "Wow, get out what you put in." Seedtime Harvest. Holy Spirit brought it to me. Pastor, Apostle Dr. Sharon, she gave it. Always used to say Seedtime Harvest, and it just kept resonating into me. And then
Mhm.
is you got to be around people who are smarter and sharper than you.
Yes.
And man, I'm telling you, God placed these two people, actually three. I got Dante, a young lady named Kenya, at my other place of benefits at, and my wife. And all of them simultaneously said the same thing. Man,
Yeah.
start your business. And for 30 days, and this is our anniversary. I started last year, and I was just
Yeah.
sharing with you earlier. I didn't know the profit would come.
Mhm.
It's like Kevin Costner said in Field of Dreams, you built it, they come. Man, hey, and your guys who do all the tools that you said
Yeah.
about the tools, you got the tools, gotta make a way, man. You get out what you put in. So I tell anybody, you gotta get somebody around you that's positive, that's gonna promote and elevate
Yeah.
you because you don't need no negative Nathans, you don't need no negative Nancys, you don't need no killjoys. You need somebody that's gonna be behind you and elevate you. You gotta
Yeah.
step out on what you do and step out on faith. But faith without works is what? Dead. You got to
It's
put in that work. Get out what you put on.
Wait a
Mm.
minute, seed time
Yeah.
harvest. You said a whole lot. You said a whole lot. I do want to get back to hey cousin love you much. On Wanda's Budget and Beyond, I saw Odom's Homestead, and if I missed anybody else, I apologize. I do want to get back to what you said about mom.
Yeah.
She has growing hands.
Mm, mm,
She has growing hands. Me and
mm,
my mother, we
yeah.
don't. But your
Yeah.
mom, my
Yeah.
mother-in-law,
Yeah.
she has growing hands. I've seen her come and cut pieces of my plant. She'll cut a piece of my plant.
Grow it.
You tell
Grow
me
it.
You got eggs. Don't be do. I said she good, and she be cutting pieces, and you will look, and she'll have it. It's all grown like this. I be like, what? She has growing hands.
And I get a
And
lot
yeah.
of my tips and secrets. She gave me a book so thick, it looked like a telephone book. And this is where you get to the science of certain types of plants. And it's a chemistry too. But again, it's just like baking a cake, just like putting a puzzle together. And I'm glad you said hands, because your hands actually promote what you're trying to do. And there's five key elements in order to having a good successful lawn. And one of them is get your dirt right. You gotta make sure you got some good soil. You gotta make sure that soil is rich. Your pH level, that's phosphorus, and there's a science to it. But then you have other things, magnesium, and you have also different types of elements that you want to make sure your pH level's right, and it gotta be between 6.5 and 7. It's a balance. And then two, you gotta make sure you got a good seed, because when you got weeds grow up between 55 and 60 degrees weather. Actually, seeds now, they germinate at 65. So the weeds already got a jump start. But if you got a good seed, it'll choke out that weed. You just got to make sure you do that. And then thirdly, you got to water. You got to water. There's life in water. You got to water your grass. And then thirdly, fertilize. You got to feed it. Fourth, that air. People don't think oxygen bring life to it, okay, to your grass. It also could dry it out. That's why you got to water. Five, you got to have that big ball of sun, that thing that helps produce photosynthesis, helps produce a nice, healthy green grass. And six, you make sure you cut it, manicure it, just like your hair, which I don't have anymore. That's another
Your hair
thing.
looks cute, too. So,
I'm looking like Tom Martin. I look like a milk dud.
Oh. Now, this one thing I will say, I had like a rabbit, not mine, but he comes through here because sometimes if I pull up my light flash, they might look. Sometimes they just stay in there. That's when I know it's the new ones or the babies, but the big ones, they'll leave. Like I have like a big dark green spot, right? Even like in the summertime, if the grass start drying and everywhere, that part be green. Like whatever they doing, I think they taking care of business right there. It keeps it green and pretty. I'm like, go over to the other spot too. And
that's your fertilizer, they putting that.
I'm like, whatever they doing, because that be the spot I catch them rabbit in. It be looking pretty. I'm just saying.
But I tell anybody, and some people say, oh, it's just grass. But hey, I that's my fetish. I like a good flowers, good look, nice manicured lawn. And I just say look at the videos, check them out, because you love what you do, and you can have it. And sometimes it really don't take much. It just take a little time and effort. And like you said, it's a system to it. You just got to know what you're going to do. And just like a good example with your flowers, don't disturb the flower bed, because a lot of people go dig things up and move stuff around. One, when you got good soil, you could tell when you got holes in it, because that's your earthworms. Mm-hmm. They put little holes into the ground, into the soil, so that rainwater can get down there, and oxygen, and your roots need those things. Same thing with your flower bed. You could just put mulch in to maintain moisture. Turn it every little bit, but try not to disturb it, because if you put down the perennials, they come back every year. Now I try to put annuals like certain mums that die off in pots, but your flower bed, I guarantee you, all you gotta do is you can get a raised one, but you watch out for them bunnies. They love that vegetables.
Yes.
Yeah. But you can put a netting around it.
Right.
You can put a netting around it.
The one side of my yard, when you go, just say one side of it. That one side right there, we used to have rose bushes and stuff. I'm thinking that side, that may be where I'm going to grow, like starting with just my greens or my collard greens or something. I'll have to figure it out.
But I'm gonna tell you, and while you're thinking about it, you got 7 weeks to do it. 7 weeks, because the people don't understand that Maryland has a transition zone from Pittsburgh all the way down to South North Carolina. It's like a wave, a jet stream. It just, and then March, I'd say around close what's say March 15th. That's when
Mm-hmm.
you really want to start getting out there and breaking ground because you got a growth season between March and
Mm-hmm.
June. June. After June, on certain grass or even vegetables,
Mm-hmm.
it slows down because it's so hot. Unless you got an irrigation system, a water system to keep it cool. Because see, in Maryland, we and further from Maryland all the way down to North Carolina, you got several types of grass. Turf type
Mm-hmm.
tall fescue, you got ryegrass, you got um, bluegrass, and bluegrass is further up north. We see those types of grass with the cool season grass. They real when after June, between June and I would say you want to really water it because that's when it's hot. It only tolerates the degrees up to
And so,
85 degrees. You know,
okay, so I was thinking like waiting, like you were saying. I'm thinking March and April, but you're saying no, like get it done before
yeah,
March.
yeah, because a
Okay,
lot of people
got
don't
it.
understand. Just that even farmers got a way of doing things. They have a farmer's almanac, and I always look at the 10-day forecast. You want to get your ground, your dirt prepared. Anything
Mm-hmm.
above 65 degrees will produce growth. And you got to read the contents on the back. They'll tell you. You'll see on the back of your seed packet. If you got
Mm-hmm.
seed, right? There's a
Yeah.
shows a map of yellow, red, green. That's your transition zone, climate freezing zone. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so certain types of seeds will do produce well. And then you can sometimes start early too. You get a little lamp that they sell on Amazon. Get a little incubation
Yeah,
station. Put
I've
them in there.
seen some people have that on their channels. When I watch some of this stuff, I'll be like, "Oh, that's too fancy for me. I can't do that." But I'm gonna stop saying I can't do
Cause
it, and
I
I'm
have
going
one.
to try.
I have one for my palm tree, and I have
Mm-hmm.
one for my cactus and my snake plant, and it's in the basement. So what I do, I set a timer on it, and then
Mm-hmm.
after like right now, this after February, we're starting to get more sunlight. So we're going to start getting more sunlight because the earth is starting to tilt back up on its
Yeah.
axis. So we're getting more and more sunlight, which is producing more growth. I got my daffodils get ready to come in. I got my dandelions get ready to come in. I see them growth already. I'm like, wow, what is going on? Because where we're
Right.
positioned. Yeah. So
Let
I'm
me
telling
give
you.
me
Yeah. I send you a
good.
list of what
Let
you
me
need.
stop right
Yeah.
here. I want to speak to a couple people that's right here that came in
Sure.
before. I don't want them to. Hey, Miss Patty, Southern Kitchen and more. I appreciate you. And Miss Patty, I've seen her growing stuff too and getting her harvest. Odom's homestead, Odom was here too. He be planting. He got a nice size garden. He got a lot of stuff. I saw what was that? The blueberry tree. He did a cherry tree, and he already had the blueberry, and I think he had the other cherry too. Hey, sifting some soil and more, Mona. J3GS Farm, thank you for coming in. Appreciate you, Deborah Garrett. I appreciate all y'all. Tamika Davis. If I miss anybody, I'm going down. I got Deborah Garrett. Okay, good. Thank y'all all for coming in. I appreciate y'all. This is Seedtime Harvest Lawn Care and snow removal. This is actually my real brother-in-law, my husband youngest brother, and he's here sharing some great tips with me, telling us about his channel and the things that he do. I appreciate y'all. Oh, Miss B and fam, I forgot her.
Hey,
I'm
Miss B. Hey,
sorry.
Miss B.
And yeah, she be working out with Jesus in the morning. She be working out in the morning. Yeah. So again, I appreciate all your helpful tips. So what I'm gonna have to do is get on your calendar and get you after I get. I'm going to Odom said there's nothing I can't do. You right, Odom, and I appreciate that because I know I'm not going to be keep saying, "Oh, I'm going to plant this." No, I'm not no talker. I'm a doer, baby, and I gotta do it. So I'm going to have to fit it in and start somewhere, and it may be starting in the house. I wasn't even thinking about that.
Get a
Starting
kit.
in the house with some,
Get a
and
kit.
then before I get it outside. So
I
I
guarantee you.
appreciate y'all. Hey, micro farmer, that's another one, y'all. I got the growing people here with the growing
Hey,
hands.
shout to
Hey,
that.
Abby, sis 32.
Hey, Steph, what about Charlie Wilson you had on last week? He'll tell you.
Oh, Charlie,
Hey,
stop. You
girl,
you
how
talking?
you doing? Y'all
You talk
fuck.
about Toy's brain. Charlie, oh my goodness, he might pop up in here. He
Tell
might
him I
pop up
said,
in
what?
the
I need some greens.
chat. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness, we was
But
on
yeah,
this
sis,
channel
you could
last
do that,
night.
man, and just do that. I'm telling you, you'll be surprised. You save yourself some money in the market. I'm going to start growing my squash. I'm going to do my carrots, my tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, stuff that that could save you some money because everything going up except for our pay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but again, man, thanks for
One
having me
thing,
on, and
I went to
I'm
the
a,
market today.
mhm.
Ooh,
No, I was gonna say,
huh?
thanks for having me on again, and maybe next time I could bring Miss Jenkins.
Yes. Oh, that's her name, Miss Jenkins. She a hot. Let me tell you. And I ain't fitting to play with Miss Jenkins. Tell her you a whole married man.
Oh
All
yeah,
right, and you
a
faithful,
whole,
and you don't
yes.
have the time, the talent,
Mhm.
or the energy to waste on her, and that your sister-in-law ain't fitting to play with her. In that
You
order,
about,
and in that
hey, oh
order.
wait a
All
minute,
right.
you about to go gangster on me?
Yeah. Let me behave. Let me behave, y'all. I'm just teasing y'all. He got a character on his channel, Miss Jenkins, and she be
Mhm.
trying. She's not on every video, but she be trying to get him to come over there, but her husband ain't home. Like, what kind of foolishness, trickerization is
I got
that?
quite
Like,
a
you
more.
don't do that.
I got quite
And
full, quite. I got quite
what about
a few more characters coming. This is going to be a year 2023. Trust and believe. You're going to need
well,
your
I'm
bag.
looking forward to the characters. The one that was on the last video, that was the Jamaican guy, and I'm not
Yeah.
being disrespectful saying Jamaican. I'm
That's
just
my
saying that's who.
brother-in-law, Patrick. Yeah,
Okay,
he stopped through
that was
sometimes.
Paige.
Yeah, he always warning me about Miss Jenkins, but Miss Jenkins' husband gonna stop through, I believe, sometime soon too.
Oh, her husband.
Yeah,
Oh goodness.
yeah, Smitty, a
Okay.
character by himself. You don't want to. That's another story, Smitty. We all talk about Smitty. We're gonna pray for
Okay.
him.
I love it. I love it.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. But
That's what it's about. It's about.
I gotta say thanks because you was showing a way of how to do these things, and you inspire me because I remember years when you started. I was like, man, that's cool. You can send a message out there to people and enlighten them and educate them and just give them some wisdom and some humor too. But I've learned, my wife said, she said, all right, because I got this guy, shout out to Pete Denning at GCI Turf. And sorry about that. Oh my gosh, man, Elevated Lawns. This guy here in Maryland called Elevated Lawns. Look him up on YouTube.
Mhm.
Wonderful brother. Plus a whole host of guys. Big Sons know who I'm talking about. And these guys just really help and show you some things when it comes to doing your lawn. But sis, you
Yeah.
just so inspirational and help me and show me some things. And trust me, when I used to come home late at night watching your channel, man, I'd be
Mhm.
under the cover listening and getting that word in because I love those words of encouragement, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
I appreciate you. I'm
yes,
so
man.
thankful you here. And Debbie, I think dropped your link earlier. Anyone, if you're not
Yeah.
connected with Seedtime Harvest and Lawncare, please check his link out. Check his channel. I dropped a short video earlier, a little earlier, before the live. And please check them out. If you like the content, just click subscribe. Add a
Yeah.
nice sentence on. You can even let them know that you met them from Sweet Reed channel. And
Hey,
hey,
also sis, ask them anytime they got any questions, they can look me up on or email me on yougotamote.com. I always put it in the subtitle. Anytime they got any questions with any type of lawn
mhm.
care questions or anything, just look me up and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.
Y'all
Yeah.
hear that? He said he will get to you. Ask him any kind of lawn care questions you want to know. But it's
We
even better if you check out one of his videos and leave a question or comment on that. Still leave a question on that, and he'll still see the comment and get back to you. And thank you again so much, Debbie, for dropping the link. She just dropped it. And hey, Simply Sarah, I don't know if I spoke to you earlier or not, but if I did, I'm speaking to you again. It's twice a blessing.
and
Yes.
look,
Vika
Shout out
Davis.
to Crafty. I want those shirts. I know you want that look.
Oh, Crafty
She's
Leo.
somewhere. Yeah, she's
I don't
somewhere
know
on
if
there.
she in here. She may
Yeah,
be in the bushes.
yeah.
I
She.
actually have a package from her
But
and 755 Media. I have the packages right there on the table. I'm trying tonight, after this, to do one of the unboxings, but I'm not going to upload it and then the other. I'm gonna try to do both. Maybe I'll do them separate. Or if they're not too long, I may do it together. I'll do it separate. But I am I don't know if I'll upload it. I have to upload my Wednesday prayer. So I got a little behind on Sunday because I was exhausted by the time we got out of church.
yeah,
We did some running around for my mom and stuff, and we got back. I was just exhausted. So everything I usually do after church on Sunday and load up and everything, I did not have an opportunity to do. But life happens. You got to take care of family, and my mom needed some things, so I had to do what I had to do. Hi, Shan Tyrman. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for being here. And again, everybody, don't forget, click on that channel. Click on Seedtime Harvest channel. Check his channel out. He does lawn care. He has
snow
a great
removal,
sense of humor.
snow removal,
Yeah.
power washing decks. Hey, people got a saying, right? You say, man, you a jack of all trades, but a master of none. But they
Mhm.
don't ever finish it. You're a jack of all trades, a master of none. But you're a jack of all trades is better than a master of none. Or one,
Right.
I'm sorry, or one, yeah. But so
Oh my
I do a
goodness.
lot, man. My wife said to me, "Is there some things you don't do?" I said, "I don't breastfeed or give birth. That's none of my
Oh my
business."
goodness.
But I
Right?
cook, clean, mop, stove, plant flowers.
Everything.
You
Look,
gotta,
I
yeah.
got one question. Do
What's up?
you do you do you still know Superman? I want to know, is he coming to your channel?
Yeah,
Okay, I want to see Superman come to you. When you said about the jack of all trades,
yeah,
I gotta see Superman come to
yes,
you.
yes, ma'am.
Yes, bring Superman. I think they will love him.
You got it. You see that episode when he couldn't make the layup, the guy smacked the ball.
So definitely
Yes,
bring
ma'am. Yes,
Superman.
ma'am.
Oh my
Oh, look.
goodness.
Well, look, sis, I talked a hole in your head. We can go on all night long like Lionel Richie. But thanks again, man. Anytime you need help with anything, you got it. Just pick up the
Yeah.
phone. I'm
Well,
there
I
in a heartbeat.
appreciate you. Love you so much. I'm glad you're feeling better.
Yes,
Y'all send
ma'am.
special prayers up for my brother-in-law. He's
Thank
home
y'all. Thank y'all.
recuperating and
Yes,
everything from his surgery. Blessings to you. Much love for you and your wife.
yes,
And you hang on in there and be a
yes,
good
ma'am.
patient, okay?
I'm trying. She just don't give me no sponge bath.
I can't
Trying to
with you.
wash myself. That
Oh
is
my
so wrong. I'm calling Mari Povich.
God. Oh my
Lord,
goodness.
I gotta wash myself.
You ain't right. You
I'm
ain't right.
calling Mari. I'm calling Mari. I'm 110% sure.
Oh my goodness.
You're
It
gonna
was
get me in
so
trouble.
too much. It was so nice having you, see Time Harvest.
Thank
I'm
you, sis.
looking forward and excited for more content. What one thing I want to ask you before you go is, when do you drop your videos so everybody can know when to kind of look out for
Well, I mainly do it Saturdays.
them? Mm-hmm.
When people have time to relax, but it's kind of been slow. So I've been just doing little pop-ups here and there, little shorts, I just did recently, but mainly Saturdays. And now I say in a couple more weeks, I'm gonna start doing more and more because the weather's starting to break. And just some
Yes.
little tips, like I said, anything that comes to mind, even planting, doing pottery, doing plants. Or
Yeah.
that's something.
Everything is content. All of
Mhm,
it. Do it. Even if you do a short of it, it's content. Do it.
mhm,
Add it to your channel. Let it upload. Even if you do it as a short, if you don't want to, do the whole video or don't have time to do the whole video.
mhm.
Yes, because the more videos you're putting out, the more people can get to see you. They
Right.
got to see Superman. They got to see him. They got to see the other characters you have. I promise you.
Oh,
Yes.
trust me, this summer, well, it's spring. I'm gonna be busy doing them, man. But You're right. Because, I got to say this, though. I thank God for doing theater with my man Howard and,
Yes,
back in the day. And that was something I loved to do. And look, if that phone call ring, I'd probably still go do more plays and shows and stuff.
yes,
But I'm just been so busy with lawn care and work, but it's just helped me develop and do characters. And that's
yeah.
another part of things I like is theater. So, hey, yeah, like I said, a jack of all trades. So, man. But look,
Yes.
real quick, make sure you fry some chicken. We can get that thing fixed real quick.
Do you supposed to be having fried chicken? Because it seemed like you whispering like you don't want your wife to hear.
I'm on a
You don't want
diet.
her to hear you
I'm
asking
on a
for,
diet. I'm on a diet
and you want me to fry you some chicken while
because
you
you
on
need
the.
help over there. I'm gonna help you.
Yeah,
So this
that's what I'm doing.
Lord,
Healthy. Ain't no healthy fried chicken.
it
Only can have fried chicken once a week.
ain't for you. It's selfish.
All
It's not
right.
for
I'm
you.
gonna hook you up with some fried chicken because I know you're gonna help me get my garden together with these greens and stuff. Yeah, that's
And if,
we'll
and
figure
if
it
you
out.
want me to, I bury my brother.
Oh my, oh my goodness. Oh my
I'm
goodness.
being good. I'm being good.
You are, you
I'll be
are.
good.
Well, I appreciate you. I love you so much. Glad you was here. And again, y'all, don't forget to connect with Seedtime Harvest and Lawn Care. And not just because he my brother-in-law, because he new to the YouTube. He got content and he's gonna have more content coming. On Saturdays he'll drop his video, or at least it'll be dropped by Sunday. If he make it Saturday, it'll be dropped by Sunday. So definitely check him out on Sundays. And as the weather get warmer, he's going to be even
Oh yeah.
providing more and more content. Check
Oh
him
yeah.
out. You can put a name with a face. He got some funny characters on there. He got more coming. I can't wait to see Superman. And so you're going to get the lawn care with some jokes in there
Oh
too.
yeah. Hey, said I gotta share this. Remember, I said, man, that the young man that and thanks be to God, we signed our first contract, like with a big contract with this guy. Yeah,
Congratulations.
yeah.
Blessings. God bless you.
And he's
That's
like
a blessing.
he's one of my
It's a
several clients, man. And I was like,
yeah.
my God. So that's why I've been like kind of busy getting things prepared and doing paperwork.
Yeah.
Man, he came to me. He was like, real quick, I'm gonna tell you, I got. Remember I told you, oh my goodness, buddy, you do the lawn so good. I cannot believe it. It's so amazing. I want my grass to look like yours always.
He said you're doing so good.
I said, you got it, man. So,
You got
thanks
his
be to God.
lawn so good, man. That's a nice blessing, man. Keep up the good work. Yes, and you'll get more customers. Just do the right thing.
See,
Hey,
we both gonna
Crafty
get something.
Leo.
We go in Crafty, what's up, Crafty? That's my buddy right there. I
Oh my
want them
goodness.
shirts done. Tell us
Crafty Leo, he talked you up. He talked you up. I told him I still have an unboxing from
yeah.
you and 755 Media. Y'all never gonna send me nothing else again. It just, I promise, I'm recording that stuff by tomorrow.
Well,
Good
look,
to see you. I hope you're feeling good, Crafty Leo.
I'm gonna let you go because we a big running out miles. I ain't gonna
Yeah.
never let you get off this channel. You know how we
Oh,
go. Girl,
good.
my
Host said
jaws hurt. We've
laughing.
been talking all night long. My jaws just hurt. Oh my Lord.
Oh, I
I
miss
said,
Angie Pooh 215. Thank you for coming in. I saw Keena Cranes, Wanda's budgeting more. Anybody I missed, I apologize. I think I already said you, Mona, sifting some soil and more. I appreciate everybody for being here, y'all. That was my brother-in-law, Seedtime Harvest. I did put one of his videos on my community page, and it did work. So please check it out. What Crafty Leo says, she done dozed off, but we glad you're here. I appreciate you for coming, Crafty Leo. Yes, it's truly a blessing for everybody that's here. And if anybody else want to come up before we leave, let me see if I could drop the link. I think somebody said it earlier when I was still talking. Um I'll drop it. So if somebody else want to come up and talk about their channel. That's right. On Tuesdays with Sweet Reed, come up to the panel and talk about your channel. Yeah, so I will be on Yaya's Best Life. She's starting this Thursday, having her channel members, they will be coming up to the to her panel, and talking about and explaining things about their channel. And I'm scheduled for February the 9th. So not this Thursday, but the following Thursday. And she has it posted as well at 6:30. Wait a minute. I think it's 6:30 p.m. I'll post it on my community page. I got too much to post, but I will be there that Thursday that'll be before my Thursday night live. And this Thursday, I will be live. I will be on my 8 o'clock. I'm going to show y'all. I'm going to make the hooch, because on Toy's Brain Game, they were saying all kinds of stuff was in there. That wasn't on his Neckbone News. No, that was non-alcoholic. Non-alcoholic hooch. Oh, we got a guest, y'all. Uh-oh. I'm adding you now. Hey,
How you doing? How y'all doing?
Fine and good. Thank you for coming.
Oh, I'm fine. How you doing?
Fine. Good to see you. Uh-oh.
Good
Got
to see you.
microphone back there, too. It's good to see you. I'm so glad y'all here. Now, Odom, please tell us about your channel while you're here. Let all the good people, well, they already probably know about the get it off your chest. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, my channel is mainly about gardening. I do gardening, some morning inspiration. I do gospel shorts for people that's feeling down or something like that. As Sweet Reese said, I got to get it off your chest Thursdays where you can come up. It's mainly you can come up and introduce yourself or get something off your chest or talk about your garden, something like that, or showcase your channel, just about like what you do here. And yeah, that's mainly what I do.
Yes. And you got an awesome voice. I love your voice, Odom.
I think I just got. I think I got a power thing. That's why I call myself. It's just more about the message to me.
Nobody never said it like my voice around here. I'm just saying.
I'm glad y'all here. I'm excited. I'm so glad. It seemed like all the men came up tonight. My brother-in-law was just here, and as y'all heard, he was telling me different stuff about starting when I started gardening. Like, I could start stuff in the house and everything, because I'm not going to play with it. It's just I'm gonna start small, not nothing big and fancy. But I know I said it a couple weeks ago how my aunt she had a garden and stuff, and I should have been ashamed of myself because I didn't like to be out there with them. I used to have to shuck corn and stuff, big bags of corn and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But the greens is nothing like a fresh collard green. So I have a love for collard greens. That's like my favorite vegetable. And that's
your collard greens and turnip greens is more like a fall crop. If you can grow them in the summertime, you'll get more pressure from your bugs, and they'll eat most of them. They'll eat more than what you can get.
Okay.
And they'll go to seed if it gets too hot on them. So it's more like a fall crop. You want to plant your turnip greens, collard greens, mustard, kale, broccoli, brassica seeds.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to be learning. I'm going to be listening and learning, and I appreciate all the good advice, all the good information I'm getting. I appreciate y'all. I thank y'all for being up here with me. That's a blessing.
Well, we appreciate the honor. I know I do. My brother Micro, he probably got something to
No,
chime in.
I always talk about Sweet Reed, right? And I sit and say, I never asked her what state she's from.
Maryland. I think you told me before.
Oh,
when
Maryland.
I got
You got, you got like a southern Maryland. Oh,
you told me
yeah.
you had some family.
Yeah, that's due. I got them in Landover over there, PG County. Yeah, but that's right. You said Maryland. But are you originally from Maryland?
Yes. You talk about my accent.
Yeah,
Yes,
I sound like some southern.
That must just be the southerness in me from my family. That's what that is. Everybody say that. For years, people used to say, "Where you come from?" People all my life would ask me that. All my life, people ask me that. All my life.
You must be reincarnated from a southern woman, because I'm like, it sounds like a southern twang, but then I'm like, I hear it, and I'm like, but then you say Maryland. That's right. That's right. You did say Maryland. That's right.
Yeah. And believe it or not, one time when I was at a dinner party or something. Somebody had a dinner party. Let me just say that. And one of their family members, it was funny. They were all from Maryland too, but in a different part. And so they was like, "Where you come from?" And I said, "They said we come from Maryland." They said, "You sound fine." I said, "Well, you do too," because our voices was so. Everybody sound different, but I'm thankful that I even have a voice. I'm thankful, so I'm not going to complain. I love it. I don't, I'm here from Maryland. No other.
See how she said Merle. That's what she said. She like Merle. She dragging her R's and her L's.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes, and like I might say, what's that thing I say they be laughing at when I be saying it? Not sugar.
Oh, you got a bunch of words I be giggling at. I ain't gonna lie.
You probably be like, she can't even pronounce that word.
No, I ain't even pronounce. I just like the way you pronounce it, because I jack up the word too. So I'm not saying nothing.
I know I will do in a heartbeat.
Yeah. So when you said, I'll be like, "Ooh, she from the South, but you're not from the South." You know.
Yeah.
Sandwich and batteries and stuff. You like batteries? Oh, batteries. Okay, batteries.
That's what they call sandwich. That's what they call sandwich.
They done turned the W upside down. They turned the W upside down and put an M.
Yeah. We changed it around here.
Oh my goodness. Y'all terrible. Y'all
terrible. They go terrible.
Terrible.
Terrible. Dragging them hard, man.
I know. Little Crafty Leo.
Yes, Crafty Leo, she don't, that accent is not well, you know what? I don't hear Maryland people sound like her. That's why I'm like, okay. That's why I'm like, it's some weird stuff. She must be reincarnated from a southern woman. She just don't believe that she's probably reincarnated.
I could be. I could actually, maybe it's not even reincarnate. Now you're gonna make the people get scared. They already said I had too much hooch yesterday when I was on the when my neighbor.
What did she just say? Oh, she said she had too much hooch.
That's what they
What did she say? Hooch. Hooch is liquor. That drink. Hooch.
It was non-alcoholic. It was non-alcoholic.
What's a non-alcoholic hooch? Who drinking that? Where did I get that from?
Anyway, you missed it, Microfarmer. We were on Toy's Brain Neckbone News yesterday. Okay, so one of the characters on my channel, one of my neighbors called Gertrude, aka Gertie, she was there, and she had a big peanut butter jar. You have to watch it, believe it, with her hooch. And they were saying, and she fell in love with like an alien, because the alien came. Yes, and they were saying that she drank too much hooch. So I probably educated that you on Thursday. I might let Gertie come to the channel, but we're gonna make.
I laugh so hard because Gertie is actually my cousin.
The virgin.
Your cousin?
Gertie, we got a cousin. I got a cousin we call Gertie. So when you say that, I laugh so hard because many people don't say Gertie.
I just want to know how you make alcohol-free hooch.
Yeah, hooch is that prison drink. That's what they make in prison.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, you can make virgin. You can make virgin drinks. I had the virgin kind, not the real thing, but not the real
Just
thing.
flabbergasted at this point. I want to know how to make virgin hooch.
we were having fun, and when I said it,
but it's actually a drink. No, seriously, the joke about the ale, forget about it. It's actually a virgin hooch.
Yeah, because you just mixing stuff together. It's non-alcohol.
Oh, okay.
He said, "Okay."
I'm still done. I'm going okay. I'm real confused right now, but I'm still going okay. You gotta email me that formula because I don't know how you make it.
It's easy, just simple stuff. And I may do it Thursday on the channel. Nothing fancy. I promise. You can be like, oh, that ain't no hooch. That ain't no real stuff. A microphone.
Well, what is it? Now I'm trying because somebody Craig Lee will say it's a character, but it's Gertrude is a character that made some hooch.
Yeah. She had her own.
Okay.
Like she was going to be.
That'd be a good book. That'd be a good book.
Definitely.
Gertrude was drunk. There wasn't no virgin hooch. She was drunk. She was talking crazy. She said she seen ET and everything. She called him hands.
But guess what? To be honest, I promise you won't never believe it. But some of that, like how she was talking with her hands and don't play with me and all that stuff, some of that was the little girl in me. Some of that was.
Yeah. Look, we all got that.
He ready to run. He like, I don't want
no. So this is on. Now you gonna make me go watch. This is on Tori's brain.
Yeah, we just had fun.
Yeah, on Neckbone News last night.
Neckbone News.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Gotta check that out. That out.
Yeah, we all got that inner side that we try not to listen to. That wild.
Yes, that little part that years ago. So some of that come from the years ago before God cleaned me up. And oh please, God is good. Some people not going to talk about things God saved them from. They may judge other people and talk about other people. No, God cleaned me up. Please, I had a filthy mouth. Please, I did. I had a filthy mouth. He cleaned this tongue up years ago. And look, microphone, don't believe it. I promise you.
I always say this when you think you know somebody.
And I'm not bragging about it. It's not bragging. No. I'm just saying how good God is and about the glory of God and how he changed you around. Mm-hmm. He picked me up and turned me around, put my feet on solid ground. Yeah. I have to tell it. I can't fake and pretend. Oh, no, it's not about that. God is amazing. He's good to me. Okay. And I got other words in my vocabulary to use now. And even when I think, I'll be like, oh, no, I can't say that because if I get mad and say it, then I might start going back to that. And you don't want to do that. Sometimes things have a way of creeping in and try to make you get back to that old person. But no, but I do believe how you were saying, microfarmer, I believe that sometimes some things from other people, like I believe a lot of the good qualities of my grandmom are in me, both of my grandmothers, from my mom and my dad's side. And maybe that gave me that southern twang, whatever you call it. I don't know.
There you go.
I don't know.
Yeah, I see Cracky Lee was saying something. Yeah, God ain't done with her. He made her a lot better too. So there's a lot of people that have that. But some don't confess it or tell a story. But there's probably a lot of people in these chats right now have changed a lot since they was younger. So as they got older, they realize
you're right. Loving lips said they agree.
I know for a long time I was a bitter person, and I was just mad at the world and didn't know why. I mean, I don't know if stuff that happened in my past growing up, but for a long time I was a bitter person.
Yeah.
When I woke up and seen the light, when he changed my eyes and flipped me over.
Yeah. Amen. That's a blessing.
Yeah. And I just live positive and try to see the best in everybody and everything. You know what I'm saying? That's what he means. That's what he wants for us. Happiness. To help each other.
So if he didn't get to anybody in this chat, if he didn't get to y'all, he's on his way. Don't worry about it. He's on his way.
Microphone. I love to hear you talk.
He on
I
the
be
way. I'm telling
hollering.
you, you don't know when he
No,
coming. He coming. He coming.
Right?
if you don't listen to him and he's his warden, he have a way of humbling you. He
Oh
will
yeah.
let you know he's God.
Mhm.
I'm telling you.
I
He
can
has a way.
testify to that. He gonna humble the beanbags out of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it will. So how you been doing? I saw you Odom with your bean cherry tree. I saw that's what's new on your channel. So when they coming, because you know a lot of people gonna be in that chat asking you for some. We
It'll probably be about 2 more years before I get in them.
oh man, well I guess we better all wait in line, right?
What tree is this? What tree is this?
He got
Bean,
A fig?
bean, bean
It's a
cherry.
it's a bean cherry pie. I mean,
Yeah, bean cherry. I got a bean and a lapine. I had the lapine last year. Actually, it was a 2-in-1. Supposed to be a lapine on one side and lapine on the other, but the bean side never come to life. So I had to end up buying another one anyway. Because you got to have two to cross pollinate before you get any fruit.
Yeah, a
I
lot
got
of
some
people don't
Nat
know.
King cherries.
A lot of people
Hopefully I
don't know.
get
And
some again.
sometimes you got to cross it with a different pear or a different type of tree to get the fruit. Usually, sometimes they tell you on the cards. Sometimes they'll tell you what tree to pair those trees up to get the most crops out of those trees. A lot of times people buy just one single tree and don't realize they need a. Sometimes it'll say self-pollinating, so you wouldn't need another tree if it says self-pollinating. But if they usually will tell you what tree, like a Honeycrisp and I think a Macintosh goes hand in hand to get apples. You need those within what I believe they're supposed to be like maybe 100 feet across from each other, something like that, to be cross-pollinated, something like that. They give you the instructions. Go look it up,
Yeah,
people.
even with the self-fertile ones, you'll get more fruit set if you have two of them.
Yeah.
2 different varieties.
Yeah.
Okay, good. And I saw a micro farmer when you were at one of the stores. I guess it was like your local store, and you was telling people about the chicken coops and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Don't
Track
buy
Supply.
this.
I was at
I
Track
thought
Supply.
that was nice.
Yeah, Track Supply. When I was up there, I wasn't even planning to make a video, but what happened is with this so-called egg thing going on, you having people running up in there like they're gonna get eggs tomorrow, and I'm like, and they've been getting a lot of people with this egg thing and all this nonsense, and I'm sitting here like, this would happen when the situation happened in America, and everybody was running to get chickens and things like that, and then you realize they all ran. I thought the world was going to come to an end. They went out and brought baby chicks, and I'm like, you're not going to get. And I was a little mad with Track Supply also because Track Supply was just selling. It was about the bottom dollar. It was about money. These people didn't have a clue what they was doing, and they was just coming in buying up everything. I mean, literally, chicks were going out the door like it was soda pops. They were just buying up stuff and don't know the whole logistics of raising chickens. They were just coming in buying stuff like they was going to go tomorrow and get eggs. And I'm like, no, you want to feed them chickens for at least 7 to 8 months.
Mm-hmm.
If you got a full-time job, you got to go out there and feed those chickens on the rain, the cold, the heat. You got to go out there. Yeah, it might be rain for 2-3 days.
Mm-hmm.
You got to get out there. You got to go out there.
Yeah.
If it's cold, 10 degrees out, well, I'm up here, it gets cold up here in the north. You got to go out there. The water's going to freeze. You're going to have to get out there and feed those animals. So if you're a person, I don't like the cold, then don't get chickens. Don't get livestock because you're going to have to go out there. But I see these cheap coops they're making, and they want $600 for it. These are 1x2, 2x1s.
Yeah.
They charging $600. This is not. This is pine, y'all. This is going to rot out within 3 years. It's not even waterproof. They're just plain pine things that they probably built in a jailhouse and put it together, and they are 1x2s. That's not going to last you at all. And
they're going to beat it up in 2 to 3 seasons.
Yeah, and you talk about $600 for this thing. You crazy. And then it's going to tell you it can house 10 chickens. No, it can't. Not no 10 full chickens. No, it's not. But that's what I was telling people, like these people, then they had a pen saying this holds 24 hens. No, it's not. That's not holding. Cut that number in half. That number's lying to you. Now, it'll hold 24 meat birds because you're going to process your meat birds.
Mm-hmm.
But the picture showed laying hens. eggs, laying hens. And I'm like, the picture is being deceiving because you think it's going to hold laying hens. That'll hold 24 meat chickens because you're going to process them after 10 weeks, 9 weeks. You process meat chickens. That's what that'll do, but not no laying hens. You're not doing no 24 hens. I believe the average chicken, I think I was corrected by Miss Cherokee, Natural Cherokee 70. I was doing, but people be fact checking your videos. I'm just gonna say that. You say something, they feel like they are on the White House press committee. They fact check you. Like, you make a mistake. No, Mike, they need 4 feet apiece. That's what I said. I think about 2 feet.
Yeah.
2. No, they need 4 feet by 4 feet. A chicken needs 4 feet of space between each other. And I'm like, okay, I said 2 by, I was just like, wow, okay, gotcha. Fact checking, y'all. Don't get upset. Somebody fact check your videos. If you make a mistake, trust me, they are going to horn on that. Forget about all the good stuff you done said. They're going to horn on that one mistake you made. And you're like, really? But you just go ahead, dust it off like that, like a chicken with water, a duck with water. You just try to shake it off and keep it moving, But that's the thing. This is what I want to show y'all people that I pick up books all the time. So I picked this book up. So for all y'all people that prepping out there, worrying about the end of the world, this is a book I picked up. So I'm going to just give you this because I was going to do this on Thursday. But since I'm here, we got time to talk. This book right here.
Wilderness Adventure Camp, Essential Outdoor Survival Skills for Kids.
For kids.
Okay.
For kids.
For kids. That's awesome.
So the book is not simplified, but your children can learn about survival skills. You see here, they have illustrations and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So this book here, when your kids ain't got nothing to do on Saturdays and Sunday, go get this book for your child. You might not have no husband, no brother-in-law to teach your kids nothing. If y'all pick this book up, please pick this book up and put it on your kids' reading list. Even if they got to read it for 20 minutes a day or the weekend on a Saturday or just before y'all go to church or when you come from church and mama's making that fried chicken and potato salad, let them read this book. This is for kids, y'all. This is for kids. So
take them camping and take it with you.
No. So here goes. Hold them. I try to stop the BS bullcrap. Here it goes. I have my sisters, some single mamas. I ain't got no brothers. I ain't got no man. So here you go. This is your solution. Some people don't know camp. You got some grown men don't know nothing about camping or changing a car tire. Odom. So let's not make him believe that because he's a man, he know how to camp. He don't know how to camp worth a damn. And then the women gonna be like, I wish I had a man to teach my son. So like I say, I'm gonna take it out, y'all. Out that excuse. Here you go. Book right here. Here you go, y'all. You can tell your kid read 20 minutes. Your kid read a chapter, you read it with your kids, and you get involved with your kids. You don't need all these excuses anymore. They have books for kids, and it's a good book. It ain't that thick. You see, it ain't that thick. So, give your kid a 20-minute read. Tell him to read one chapter. They even show him how to poop in the woods. You think I'm BSing? They show him how to poop in the woods. Hold if you're a little girl or whatever, you can poop like that. You can poop and hold a tree to help you, or you can sit on a rock like I used to do, a log. So they have illustrations for your children to show you how your children. Now, Odom might have the skill sets like me that could teach his boys and his children how to, but there's some people that don't know. They don't have a clue. So when I come across stuff like this, I'm showing you that books out there for your children. There you go, sir, for kids. For kids. You might do something, even if you do with your kids. So there are things I hear that, yes, I hear my sisters out there, and some men just don't have that skill set. I'm just sorry. And Odom should know what I'm talking about. Some men don't have no skill sets.
Yeah.
He don't. It's not gonna happen. He don't know how to put up a curtain rod. I'll be honest with you. Some men
can't even change their own tire.
So you sitting there with a husband that don't know how to change oil in your car. He always got to take it to Jiffy Lube. So there you go. So for the ones that's a book I wanted to put out there for you guys. Yes, hopefully this Thursday I'll be giving off my first round of books that Miss Reed purchased. So Thursday, And Friday, I'll be giving the first round. Hopefully, be Thursday. I'll be giving the first round of the books that Miss Sweet purchased to give away to the community. So I've been very busy on my company, and I like her. Life happens, and my coins come first. But I am going to make it my business to mail out some of these winnings that people done. So don't hold me out. But what they say, don't charge it to my heart, charge it to the game, or something. What they call it.
But micro farmer, that is awesome of you. That is so awesome of you. It's so amazing. And I like that about you. I like when I go to other people's channel and I see you on there. Because you never know when you go into somebody's channel, I'm going to see them and then sometimes other people is there. But I've seen you on several channels, several platforms, and I love that you're always sharing and dropping gems, telling people stuff, especially about finances. And then the last couple, I think my Thursday, my Mondays, I've been talking about finances and mentioning to people, not at the level that you was talking about it, because you always here with the money. I'm like that.
I was just talking
to
let me give y'all something hints on here, okay? Because some of y'all new to me. I had put a few videos way back, so I'm assuming that the people that just catching up to me don't understand. They have a card called Green Light for your children, your grandchildren, godchildren, or your baby children, whatever. Get a Green Light card. It's a Green Light card, which now has if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's called Green Light. It's a Green Light card. You could put a little bit of allowance on your grandkids card, and they can actually invest their little allowance money into the stock market. It has an app on these things, just like, matter of fact, if any of y'all got Cash App, it has the same type of thing like Cash App. Cash App have this thing called Bitcoins, but the Green Light card for children, they actually can start buying stocks for $1. So if you got a grandson or granddaughter that don't live in the state of you, what you do, you get involved, like you're doing this Zoom thing. You can do this with your grandkids from Facebook, what you call FaceTime and stuff, and send him $5 little, and he start playing around and investing $1, his little $4 or $3 into the stock market. And you got to realize he might be 6, 7 years old, 10 years old, right? But right time he reach our age in the 40 marker, if he does it right, he'd be okay. Yes, the green card, Debbie. It's called not green dot. It's called Green Light card. It's like a credit card, but it's it's for anybody. But basically, a lot of people are teaching their children how to manage their allowance instead of just giving them $20. Give them the card. They learn how to use it because that's how the age is going. Nobody's going to have cash anymore, and they can actually invest their money. I have Cash App? Yeah, Cash App. I got that system with Cash App. Like the little bit of money that's left on my Cash App, they roll it over into stocks. Anybody's using that feature in your Cash App cards?
I haven't. My granddaughter has the Cash App card
Now
now,
the Cash App card, if you have I'm gonna tell you people, Cash App has this thing. So when people give you a Cash App or you put money on Cash App, they have this thing that you round off. Like you remember when you used to go to Popeyes back in the day? I don't know if they still do it or not. And they used to actually for that 20 cents, they'll give you extra biscuit or extra piece of chicken. Remember Popeyes had that feature at one time?
Yeah, they what's that place? If we go to Panda Express or it's another place, they'll ask you to round the change up so that they could give it to their charity.
I ain't giving charity. You gonna give me a damn biscuit. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my goodness, I'm sorry.
I ain't around nothing up to get a charity. Charity's at home first. You my biscuit. I throw that extra 20 cents into an extra biscuit.
Said they used to, but they don't now. Now I do have a question since you said that, Michael Farmer, and maybe you can help me with because some of the stuff, one of my co-workers, before she retired some years ago, she retired to go to help her parents move them out their house, and everything. Make a long story short, and she told me, and I wish I still had her number. A lot of the stuff that she was telling me, I'm starting to see it now. Like she would say, she said, like it's going to leave from cash. It's going to be cashless.
Mm-hmm. We in that age right now. We in that age right now.
I said, what? And she was like, yeah, because it's going to be called the mark and you're going to have to need it. She said, it's going to wind up being on your arm or something, your bank account or whatever. And I was like, what? She said this years ago. I didn't know. I still don't know. And then she said, have large bills on you. But I'm hearing people now saying small bills. But she said, keep some bills, keep some cash. You got to keep some cash. Don't put it all in the bank. She said, put like she said, have at least about two $100 bills, two $50 bills. She was just breaking it down to me, all this stuff. And I was like, what? And I was saying to myself, oh my, I ain't never hear that, because this was way years ago. I could say even like maybe 15 years ago, if you know.
They doing that now. I seen it on the news a couple of weeks ago. They putting microchips in their wrist right here, and they paying for
It's here.
scanning their wrist.
That's in your hand already. They putting the mark in your hand. It's a little capsule, but that's coming to America. I ain't gonna let y'all know the year it's coming to y'all, but it's all coming to every one of y'all. Y'all can act like you ain't gonna get it, but you're gonna get it.
So that is true.
No, you're going to get it. You can say, I'm not. Yes, you are. I'm gonna tell you why they're gonna do it. Here it goes. And I'm gonna tell you that from the pipeline, I might get knocked out like Martin Luther King when I get out my room today. When I go out and check my mailbox. But I'm gonna give you a heads up. You heard it from me, right? The problem was going on about in the emergency room is, say Odom gets knocked upside the head, he's unconscious, right? Mm-hmm. They don't know who you are. You could have been visiting somebody in Savannah, right? Georgia, right? They don't know who you are, but you unconscious, right? They don't have no clue who you are. So you might be allergic to ibuprofen or some type of medication. They don't know nothing about you because they don't know who you are. Your wallet was taken. You don't have no ID on you. So nowadays, what they're doing now in the emergency rooms, if you come in like that, they scan your fingerprints. They scan you. They got a scanner to scan you unless you ever been in jail or you work for the government or you was in the military. They can find out who you are. But they don't want that no more. They're gonna want this chip that's in your hand. I know you heard it back in the days about the 666, the mark of the devil. I mean, what do y'all call it back in the days? Whatever, right? Yeah, the mark of the beast, right? But here it goes. Say you have health coverage. For all of your family to be covered, they're all going to have that device in your hand, or you're going to avoid your health coverage. And a lot of us have diabetes, high blood pressure, and all kind of illnesses. You ain't going to have no choice but to get it, because that's what's coming down the pipeline to order you to have insurance. Because I'm going to tell you who started it. All right, here it goes. Remember when they came out and said you must have health insurance or you're going to get fined if you don't have health insurance? That was the beginning of the end of the beanbag y'all talking about. When they told us that we all must have health insurance, if you don't, you have to show proof when you do your taxes that you pay health insurance.
Yes, you do. You get a separate form from your.
That is the beginning. Huh?
Health insurance and car insurance.
Yeah, they put for your health insurance, your job sends you a separate form from not your regular W-2. It's a separate form just for health care, stating that you have it and whoever in your family, you know, who else is on your health insurance. And when you do go to that part of your taxes, it shows you if you have this or skip this or what health insurance you do. You know, it do ask questions. And you're right, that wasn't all them years. They started like maybe several years ago. We wasn't doing that.
I'm gonna tell you who started, but I don't want to get kicked out and get canceled. But yeah, it's your beloved president.
I remember which one. Yeah,
yeah, that one.
When because they named it the
that one. And y'all were so proud of looking at it, but y'all didn't see what happened to y'all. And that's the beginning. That's the beginning. That's where it started at, where he's saying you have to have this. And that's when he came out with, y'all love that word called Obamacare.
That's what it was.
That's where it started, y'all. So if you want to go back, you don't have to go back 200 years ago. That's where it started, where they're going to make you have it. And so for all you to be covered with your dental, your eye care, whatever care you got, you're going to need this thing, because they're tired of people coming in. So what they're going to do, so you come in, they're going to scan you. They know your blood type. They know if you got HIV. They know what you're allergic to. They know everything about your history. It's part of that. If anybody's in the medical field, they can type you up and they know everything about you. Once they get you in the system, they know all about your medical. They know that you was down there for VD 5 years ago. They know you had a vasectomy. They know the doctor. They know everything. You know you go to your doctor. You go to your doctor now. What they do? They know all the medication he was ever given. They know everything about you. And if you under your wife is under your health care, they know everything about your kids, what medication.
I got to step away for 1 second. I'll be right back.
Yeah. So that part. Yeah. So but get a green light. I'm giving you some gems on it. Girl, you gonna step away, girl. Yeah. Green light. If anybody who's paying their bills on time, not for the ones, this ain't for the ones who ain't paying their bills on time. Put your children, your younger children, on your credit card as a what they call it authorized user. Now, if you got bad credit, don't do that. Don't mess your child up. Don't mess your kid up. This is not for the people that don't pay their bills on time. Don't mess your child up. But for the ones who are paying their bills on time and got good credit, put your young adult child, whatever, the teenage, when she's about 15, 14, put her as an adult, what they call an authorized user on your credit. This, once again, listen to what I just said to you. If you pay your bills on time, if you got a 780 credit score, what you're doing is helping your kids. By the time they get out of college at 22, they have credit. The worst thing is in this world is worse than bad credit is no credit. So if you're paying your bills on time, put your teenage, whatever, when they about to get to college or whatever, last year, second year, 11th grade, put them on as a authorized user. And you will build your own children's credit. But now, if you jacking up your credit, don't put your kid up. Please don't use your children. But if you're a person that actually got it going on and you're doing your bills on time and you never late, help your children have credit when they come out of college. That's another way of doing it. The other way of doing it is get them their own credit card and you pay the bill. But do it when they're young. So with the little $30, say they give you with the secured, what they call them, secured visas and things like that. But you got to be a person that's good with money. Now, if you jacking up money and you trying to buy oxtails with their card, then don't do that, please. But if you are good paying your bills on time, by the time your child reach 15, put them as an authorized, even though you don't even give them a card, put them down as an authorized user. What happened? Oh, somebody saying something. DJ Ron, the mechanic, saying something, Sweet Ray. Sweetie, you with us?
Thank you. I was still listening in. He said, DJ Ron, the mechanic, say micro farmer. That's what I did. And my daughter credit score is in the 700s.
So somebody's already done it. So it's not just me telling you something. People are doing it. And that's how you get your children ahead of the game. But now if you jacking up your bills and you ain't paying them on time, you getting eviction notices and late payments, don't jack your children up. Please don't do that. But if you're doing it like DJ Ron, the mechanic, did, you see his daughter, I don't know how old she is, but she got 700 credit score. So she's starting out the gate real good because dad done paid the bills or whatever, on time. So she's starting out the gate ahead of a bunch of young children coming out the gate, y'all.
Yes, this is awesome, micro farmer. I love when you talk about finances.
I'm gonna step down. I appreciate you letting me come up here on your channel.
I appreciate you,
all right,
Oda. Thanks so much, Oda.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. It's always a pleasure, Micro.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
And thank you again, Oda. I appreciate you for coming on up here. We got people coming up here with some great advice, great tips, talking about their channels. Yes, I love the awesome vibes. I always love the gems you drop, Michael Farmer, trying to tell others about finances. And I'm sorry, I'm going to speak to a few people. Unicorn Lady Tech, thank you. Wanda's Budgets and Beyond. Wellness with Frugal Mama. Oh, she's still here. DJ Ron, the mechanic. Joyful Julie. I think that's everybody that I had missed earlier. I apologize, but I'm glad y'all here and we getting some good gems. Oh, Love and Live show from Micro Farmer. Yes, the one and only. And I appreciate you.
You know why I say what I say to people is because obviously I'm Black. Okay. Some of us, when we make it, we don't tend to go back and tell other people what they need to do. Like, I understand, like I tell y'all in a heartbeat, it's many days I wanted to give up on my own people, but I said, I can't do that because some people didn't give up on me. You know what I mean? So if I keep saying some of y'all gonna get it and some of y'all gonna be he capping, he think he better than us. I'm not. I'm like, y'all could live this life, and it's so simple, just with a little preparation on this. You don't have to be rich to live kind of decent, y'all. You don't have to be a millionaire to live decent, y'all. You just got to put and implicate things in your life and listen to people. Like I said, if you're not listening, you're not learning. I can't, like your mama told your grandma, I can't take you by the hand all the way, baby. All I can do is tell you, baby, is what you do with your life at the end of this. Because grandmama ain't gonna be here all day. Grandma and granddaddy ain't gonna be around all your life. Your mama ain't gonna be around. Y'all lost your parents already. My dad is gone. My mom's still living in my house. But I'm just trying to tell you, y'all taking a lot of y'all people for granted. I'm dropping gems. And like I said, you can lead the horse to water, but you can't make them drink. Do not follow followers. Do not take advice from people who are not going your way. I put a video like, do not follow people not going your way, the way you want to go.
I saw that.
Yeah. Don't follow a follower. Go to the path that you want to go. If you, like I said, me showing you my bank account ain't going to help you work for beanbag, but I can show you how to get something like my bank account. Because see, people, I want to see receipts. Why? If I show you I got $4 million in the bank, how's that helping you today? It might make you more depressed. Being honest with y'all, if some of y'all, and I'm not capping y'all, if I show you my 9-year-old daughter's bank account, it probably makes some of y'all depressed. So when people say, well, I need to see receipts, why? Because it's just going to make some of y'all more depressed. Not talking about the people in here personally.
I know what you mean, microphone.
All of us have a thing that we got to prove something. I can tell you something, but I got to prove it to you and show you my receipt. Show me the receipt. He just kept it. If I pulled out, and there's some YouTubers know how much my daughters are worth because we are friends beside this YouTube stuff. Mm-hmm. They like, yo, this man buying stuff. His daughters on everything, and sometimes you hear some of these YouTubers, it's all about his daughters. And I think I had that sweet I say, people already know it's about my daughter because I always tell y'all, I say it as a joke, but it ain't really a joke. I ain't got but 24 summers left, and I ain't wasting none.
What somebody chat I was in, you said 20. I said, wait a minute. First he said 28, then he went down. Don't do it. Don't drop it down. Say it.
Hey, listen. See, if you feel like I feel, you got to understand when I say that.
Yeah.
And here it goes. I'm gonna drop one more gem for you because I drop gems behind the scenes and get people going where they need to go. Here it go. All y'all in here right now, you ain't got a cap for none of us. When y'all get off Miss Sweet Read Live, go to your phone and look at your bank account. Write down everything you own that you own flat out. I said flat. I ain't say your house. You don't own that until you've paid it off. Okay. Right. Go look at your bank account and ask yourself this question. And put your age on a piece. Go put your age on a piece of paper. I don't know your age, don't care about your age, but I'm gonna just tell you how to figure your life out. When you look at your bank account, ask yourself how many years it took me to get the little bit I got. Now, when you look at your bank account and say it took me 25 or 30 years to get the little crap that I got in this bank account, ask yourself, do you got another 25 to do it all again? You don't have it. That's what keeps me from stop cheating. It took me 40 years to get what I got.
Right.
40 years. And I say, I ain't got another 40 years. I can't go around here kissing that girl and lose my stuff. If I don't have another 40 years to get the little bit I got. It took me 30 years to get the little bit I got. It took me 30 years. So for all y'all cheating women and men, look at your bank account and ask yourself, it took me 25, 30 years in the rain, menstrual cramps, headaches, fevers, going to work when I didn't want to go to work, washing them people's clothes, taking them white folks' problems and cussing people out. It took you 30 years to get the little stuff that you got. So when you decide to go be a sneaky linky person, cheating, dibbity-dibbity-dabbity-doo person, do you ask yourself before you make that bad mistake in your life, do you have time to rebuild your life? I got 24 summers. It took me 30 years to get what I got. So a hot rod in the bed sheets ain't worth it to me. So she ain't got to worry about it. I like how you put it. Hey,
I like how you put it,
all y'all doing
micro
is
farmer.
cheating spouse, cheating women. Ask them, do you got another 30 years to get that little $20,000 in the bank that you got? It took you 30 years to get $20,000 in your bank account. Can you do it all over? Do you have enough time to recover? Because Miss Sweet Reed, she probably got a good 25 or 30 summers left herself. The reality.
You never know, right?
You never want, but you get what I'm saying?
I
don't
get
know how
it.
you are. I
And
don't
I'm
know how old
glad
you
you
are.
think like that. You think good. You think ahead. You think about the future, not just about you now. You're thinking about your family. You want to have something, well, not want to have, you have something to leave to them.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things I was talking about yesterday. And I know I've said it some other times on my channel. Leave something for your family. Don't have them trying to figure out how to bury you, how to funeralize you, and all that stuff. Get some life insurance. I told them, with God, we have assurance, but make sure you have some kind of life insurance, something. And like you say, be able to leave them something. And some people might just don't have it. But I had said it, and I didn't say it to offend anyone last night. I said I don't want to live in poverty. I don't. I don't. And I grew up, I wasn't rich. My parents couldn't afford to buy me no car or anything. I had to work hard and get it myself. Nobody gave me nothing on no silver spoon. I worked hard. And so the same way how I worked hard, then of course, as your children get older, you want to provide for them what you didn't have. I never had my own room. So I wanted to make sure both of my sons had their own room, even though sometimes they would wind up in each other's room, but I still wanted to make sure they had their own. I still wanted to help them with their first car. And I think both of my sons, I even did it for their second car, and all of that. So different things you do, you doing it to help. You want to help your children the best you can. And sometimes we help them and give them too much, and sometimes we don't. But again, when you're doing that and you're helping them, that's my goal. Like right now, like you said, Michael Farm, I enjoy life. I love life. Did things I want to do. Me and my husband plan to do, and so anything that I do now is really because this is what I want to leave to my children, to my grandchildren. It's not about me no more. I done lived a good life and enjoyed it, and I'm thankful. So I'd rather help them than because they're younger and helping them with their start than me. That's how I feel. But I know some people be like, hey, I'm taking care of me. I'm living my best life. Hey, living for now and making somebody else rich with all these name brands. They've seen me when I do my little clearance haul. I have $2 skirts, $5 tops, $10 jackets. And did I wear any of that stuff yet? No, hang up in the closet or whatever, because I already have stuff. So I don't have to go into an expensive store to buy something to make me feel good. I make those clothes, not those clothes making me. So put some of that money on. You can't tell people what to do because people get mad with you. But like you say, investment. Put some money and invest in stock, invest in stuff. And that's what it's about.
But if you want to feel good, a 45-minute of a lukewarm shower, just stand there and let it run to the back of your neck and run down the crack of your butt cheeks. You can feel good.
Sick of you. Or do a nice foot soak. That
works. You just stand there, let that stress run off the back of your back, where you just stand there like this with your hands up in the air and let that water hit the back of your neck and run to the crack of your butt cheeks, and you be all right.
Oh my goodness.
45 minutes of a lukewarm shower, take all the stress off, y'all. Trust what I tell y'all.
Right? You got to do and laugh.
And hold up, and I'm being honest with you. Here go the real truck. You think I'm lying? When you get off of work, because most women do, most people do, soon they get home, they take off their clothes. You know why? Because your clothes bring in negative energy. That's why a lot of people, when they come home from work, they put their clothes in the laundry area, because you don't realize negativity energy follows you. You at work, at your job, at the supermarket, post office, your clothes pick up negative energy. I know somebody hear me what I'm talking about. Because how many of y'all come home, y'all tired? If you take all your stuff off, bra, throw it there. But if you took it to the laundry room, got to wash that negative energy off of it.
Yes.
Go take a nice shower. You are back refreshed. You was drained at that job, but soon you took a shower, you was sleepy. Soon you took that shower and washed that negative energy off. You up like this. Ooh, I'm up. The negative energy that's outside your door comes in with you every day. Do not put your clothes, your dirty clothes, in your new closet with the clean clothes.
Right.
Take your clothes off and take it down to the laundry room. If you don't have a laundry room, put it in a dirty hamper downstairs, wherever your laundry room is.
Yes.
Because you bring in negative energy back in your house. I'm not here chucking old diamonds and crystals. I'm not doing that. I'm just telling you facts.
We got a couple more people in. Hey, K-Lastic TV.
Yeah, I don't want nobody to think I don't want nobody to think I'm a voodoo person going.
Oh no, we not thinking
throwing
that.
shells on the table. I'm throwing shells on the table and stuff like that. No.
Hey, Terrell, we appreciate you coming in here. Blessings, I appreciate y'all. But Micro Farmer, I agree with you with that energy. Now, see, we took this. I hope I ain't holding you too long, Micro Farmer.
You ain't holding me too long. You know I can talk.
Yeah. So now that energy, that was one thing I told my husband. Well, I asked him to do, and he does it now. I said, honey, when you come in, and I say, honey, you know how you got to say it in a nice way, because this is his house too. I can't boss him around, tell him what to do in his own house. I said, can you please, put those clothes in the dirty clothes basket? I prefer you to just put them in the washer when you come in. But if you put them in a dirty clothes basket and close it and then wash it the next day, it's fine. Because I felt negative energy. The presence. I'm sorry, I felt it. And not him, but it was like you say, it had to be them clothes. And I said, I don't want none of that around me. I don't like it's been times me and my granddaughter, she loves Chick-fil-A. We could be in the line for Chick-fil-A in the drive-thru. And I say, oh, I shouldn't go in that line. Let me stay on the other side. Every time if I go in a different side, and from the person energy, I say, girl, this is going to be some negative stuff. And my granddaughter say, how you know? I said, I just feel it. And I even had to tell a young lady, because she couldn't have been no more than 19 or 20. I said, how you? To kind of break the ice off of what's been on her. It could have been a bad customer. So, and help her get straight my granddaughter order. I was only getting stuff for my granddaughter. A lot of times I take her, I can't eat all that stuff. I'm getting older. It hit my body different than her. That's why I tell her, she say, Mom, I get something. No, I can't do all of that. Sometimes I get a salad from there. I can't eat all that fast food stuff. Look, I wait till this old and start trying to do better now, right? Okay. So because of that and the energy, and so the energy that spilled over from her, messing up with the order. Then by the time we leaving, my granddaughter, her sauces wasn't right. They gave her the milkshake. They had the Cool Whip and cherries, and she don't like that. But when they was giving it to me, I said, that's not what I want. Can you please give me one without it? That negative energy just from going through the drive. Everybody don't believe in that. That's why I don't like a lot of negative energy. Sometimes if I'm doing something important, and people calling me, I won't answer my phone. I won't. I will not answer it. And usually I hit it on the nose. And one day I'll never forget, me and my husband was getting ready to have breakfast. And my phone was ringing. And it was after I had did something very important. And the person that was calling me knew I had did something very important. And they called me, and I said, my husband said, you ain't gonna answer. I said, no, we get ready to eat. Let's just eat. So he said, you could take your honey, because they called back again, whatever. So I didn't want to. I said, let me listen to my husband. I ain't gonna be called here. I took it. That person laid me flat out. They laid me flat out for a blessing that was given to me. I didn't do nothing. I was like, I told my husband when it was over, I said, I told you I didn't want to take that call, because I could feel it, that although they knew I was going for something good and important, instead of them being a friend to me, let me say it in a nice way. They got jealous for no reason.
Yeah.
And fussed me out, laid me flat out about it, and you would have thought I did something to them. Then after that, oh, but I'm happy for you. What? No. So I told them in a nice way, some nice things, but I didn't, get no filthy mouth or nothing. And I do have my grandmother would tell us, you deal with people with a long handle spoon when they show you who they really are.
Yeah.
It was look, my cousin in the chat looked like she say where they at. I ain't gonna tell you because you'll get them for real.
That comes to what I'm saying. Like,
yes, you're right.
Those type of things mess your whole day up.
Yes.
Because not only that you said good things back, you like, but as you probably got back, ate your dinner, ate your breakfast, got in that car, that bothered you probably the whole day. I don't believe that person felt that way. And what happened was they purchased some space in your head that day.
Yeah, well, you know what? They did for a couple of hours because I prayed that thing away. I had to, because if I wouldn't have prayed it away, like you said, it spilled over. The younger me, I would have been mad about it probably for a couple of days. But now I have enough sense. Oh, I would have been and fussing. But the older me, as you get a little wiser. And not that I know everything, because I don't, I'm still learning. Mm-hmm. You learn how to handle those situations. Be like, you know what? Blessings to you, love. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Beautiful blessings. We know how to say something like that. Say a prayer. Lord, don't let that negative energy get on me. Any weapon formed against me will not prosper. Amen. Something like that. And we're done with it and ain't going to let it enter us. As my youngest son would always say, Ma, don't even entertain. He'll tell me, don't even entertain people like that. Don't let them get in your spirit. And even when your child can say that, then you know. Hey, Toys Brain. Hey, the amazing LNG. That's where all of the Neckbone News was at yesterday.
Yeah, I gotta check that out.
We had a ball.
Yeah, but like for everything, like 2023, for all the people that's, like I said, we just coming into we ending the first month of this year. Mm-hmm. Just try to do better. Try to if you got godsons, grandkids, whatever. Make this your year. If you hit a scratch off ticket for $20, put 10 on the side for your grandkids.
You always go put your scratch offs and stuff.
Yeah, scratch. Like whatever little blessing, you might get a little bonus check from your job. They come up with a little bonus. The next, it ain't gonna happen.
Who said bonus? Shh. Let me stop.
She must got a bonus check. She ain't let nobody know.
I'm teasing you, microphone. I still be thinking about how you say what you gonna do with that money. That's why I said, who say bonus?
I don't get no bonus. The only bonus I get is a tip from the customers. That's the only bonus I get. Ain't no bonus. Yeah. There is in my world nowadays, there is no what they call a severance package. It ain't no severance package. It ain't nothing. I can't lose a job because I don't have one.
But that's good. You working for yourself when you want to.
No,
and how
I ain't working for myself. I'm working to just keep myself busy, retire. I was just talking to Hands and Dirty about that. When you retire, this is the thing. I retired young. I retired, fully retired, no disability, nothing. I retired at the age of 46. Retired at the age of 46. Some of y'all 46 still going to work and got another 20 years to go. I retired at 46 years old. 46 years old. So when you retire at that age, I have learned I could write a book about it. You got a long way to go. Where everybody else is still chucking and driving like this for 2 hours. I'm looking out the window like I ain't got nothing to do. That's why I got chickens and gardens and rabbits, because that keep it. See, the kids were born. I retired when my girls were born, right? But they in school full day. My wife's younger than me. She's at work all day. Now I'm sitting here, 55 years old, got nothing to do. Nothing to do. So I had to find something. So I got into gardening. I got into chickens. I got into rabbits, and I keep myself busy. Because when you retire, it's a bad thing when you retire early. I know some people, I wish I could retire. You got to find, this is why you see old people going back to Walmart as a door usher. This is why you see old people go and volunteer at the school. You see the old lady at your supermarket, because when you retire early, you might go a year and go see your sister Sweet Ree. You did all that traveling your first year, and then you're like, okay, I did everything. You're going to have to find something, every day to do something. So that's why people get into hobbies and stuff, because retiring early, even with money, you got to find something to do. Either you're going to spend more of your money just to entertain yourself, or you're going to have to be smart and don't spend all your money, because what happens, you'll be broke by the time you reach the retirement age that everybody else is. By the time you reach 70, you're broke, because you're going to spend every nickel you spend. You done went to Morocco, Thailand, Japan. You've been on several cruises. You just spending money. Ain't nothing coming back in unless you got some good stocks. Nothing's coming back. You better be
spend it all.
Yeah, because what you do, you get bored. And when a lot of y'all women who are working, y'all get bored, which I do. You go shopping and come out there with more stuff than you went in there for. I do that all the time at Walmart. I go into Walmart for 1, 2, 3s. I come back out to $300 short.
You know what I had to start doing. Hey, always Tam. Hey, Toys Brain. Thank y'all for being here. Terrell, thank you for being here. The amazing M&G. Miss B and fam, I appreciate y'all. You know what I make myself do? I've said it many a times. I try to have one no spend day a week. I was working on 2. When I go into Walmart, I used to do it all the time. If my granddaughter with me, you know I'm going to overspend. She might want to take cupcakes to school. She's a giver like me. She might say, oh, I want to take some cupcakes to school tomorrow, Mama. Or when me and her went to the market today, she got those pepperoni. She want to make a chachori board. And she always want to take stuff for her friends, not just for herself, or get the teachers something. So she'll do that. But if I go in there, you know what I do? I take a certain amount of money. I'm putting that inside my jacket pocket. I'm not going in there. I might take one of my little purses. That way, I just got my ID in there. I'm not even putting my bank card to swipe. No credit card, nothing, because I will overspend and I count as I go. If I don't, you can hang it up. You go in Walmart easily because they have stuff clearance. They have stuff they just put out and it's so reasonably priced. You'll be like, oh, I got to get this. I got to get that. No, you don't have to get it. So that's why I have to make myself. I
can't do it. I can't do it because you know why? I grew up. Like if I did what you did, right, and I got to that cash register, right, and I put all my stuff up there, and I went like you with a certain amount of money, right, I have this bad problem with myself where I'm not putting nothing back, and then I feel the people watch me like, that nigga knew he ain't had no money. And I do not want to be that person. I got that bad. I just have that about me. That's me, my personal thing. I don't want to put nothing back.
Yeah.
If I put it up there, I can afford it. So if I had this thing here, and this took me over my budget, I don't want to be that guy. Put this back. You know, I
usually count before I get up there. I can count in my head before I get up there what I got.
I count. Sometimes I miscalculate. You know, I ain't good at math, so I get up there. In my mind, I add the tax to this stuff, so I be
right.
Then I realized I done put up about $8-10 things. I'm not. You think it ain't nothing, but that's $10 a piece. That's $80 on 8. You like I only put 8 things up. That's $80. If you put 10, that's $100. So. Right. So when I pick stuff up, like you say, I pick stuff up. Oh, I need this, I need that. Oh, I got that clearance. I see something clearance, and I pick it up. And you don't realize it ain't but 12 or 15 pieces of piece, and it don't look like nothing. Lady like $169.77. You look at your cart, you like, that's $160 something. You didn't realize one piece was 15, 18, 20, $10, and you be like, you going out to shop with a brown paper bag this big. It's $200 worth of stuff in this little bag. Like, wow, that's over $200 in there. You don't realize you done put 10 pieces of 12 things in there for $10 a piece. You already had $100. So
Yeah, it can be expensive. When me and my granddaughter was at a self checkout before, and then when I was paying for it, like I say, when I'm with her, I use my card. She said, "Mama, that is expensive," and we got a couple of things. I forgot what we had to get. We were going there to get something for her classroom, and then we wind up getting other stuff. And like you say, we spent close to $200 for something that may have supposed to been like $20. So we brought all this other stuff. So it's like, no. Oh, J3GS Farm. See you later. He said, never goodbye. See you later, J3. Yes, good to see you. I appreciate you being here. Get your rest. That's right. Yeah. He said, been up since 4:30. I know how that feel. That's how it was yesterday. Today, I got up 5 o'clock. I got up 5 o'clock in the morning. But yesterday, yeah. So
yeah, those are things. But, going back to what I'm saying, y'all, try to plan for your children, grandchildren, god kids, or whatever young children you got. Try to, like I said again, and I read, when your kids get, I would say probably in 11th grade, and if they're responsible children, just put them, even if you don't give them the credit card, don't even let them know nothing. If you pay your bills on time, put them as authorized user if you got good credit. Because by the time your kids get out of college, they'll be up there in the 700s, like DJ Ron was where he did that for his daughter, who's 19 years old, where she got 700 credit score. So as she goes on in life and finish college, hopefully, or whatever she got to do, her credit score will be 850 at least by the time.
Yeah.
If things are done right. Like they said, the worst thing is no credit, is bad credit, is no credit. Your kids don't have credit. That's the first thing how to get jumped on, because they're going to give them a high interest rate because they have no credit. Yeah. So if you put your children, like I said, only if you're a responsible adult that pay your bill on time, and you got a great credit score. But I ain't say put them on and do none nonsense, but put them on. Don't even tell them. Don't do that getting around the table. Yeah, you on my credit card and all that. And then they jack yourself.
What that mean?
Sometimes you can't tell your kids everything. I'm being honest with y'all.
Yeah.
You cannot tell when I die, y'all gonna get $100,000. They like vultures sitting on top of a telephone pole, wait for you to die.
Oh my goodness.
I know some of y'all are guilty of that. Want to tell your kids, when I die, you gonna get this house. When I die, I got a $250,000 insurance policy. Your kids is just like the morgue guy at the funeral home, sitting on top of a telephone pole, waiting for you to die. And they're gonna be fighting over like vultures for that little rabbit of food to pull the rabbit to pieces. Everybody over there squawking and flocking. And y'all have seen some of y'all family members don't speak because they want to split up grandmama's property and the little money grandma left back. They argue with each other and become distant because of over money. There's a lot of families been destroyed because of money in houses, and people didn't do it right. And they waiting for your grandmama to die for them to try to get up and blow that money up. Within 2 years, you come back and they ain't got the property. They don't have nothing. They done sold grandma's jewelry to the pawn shop.
Yeah, for no reason. Oh, said Wayman. She said exactly. She not carrying no unnecessary stuff out to the store, because Walmart will get you if you're not careful. They trap you. LOL. Mother Earth Consultant, thank you for coming in. I appreciate you too. I appreciate you. Good micro farmer.
I know my people. I've been around my people. They love the cap. I mean, not cap, but they love to tell their business to their children. Like my dad, like this, and if I ain't leave you nothing, I wasn't planning to leave you nothing. So don't look for me to die for you to get something. Get your own. So if when he died and they read that will, you're gonna be just as shocked. He left us something. Yeah, he told he ain't leaving us a darn thing. And on everything I love, my dad left everything to my mother. He didn't divorce her. They was just not with each other.
But he left everything to her.
My mother, living the grace of her grace, because that man that she left us with taught us something. My mother didn't even show up to my dad's funeral. And he left her everything. Because he made sure his children, and with the lessons in here, like they say, your loss and your lesson. See, loss, you gotta learn from your losses. what the valuable teaching that my dad, even though he in that graveyard for 30 years now, you know what he told his children? Don't expect nothing by give you anything. So whatever you get, you can stand on your own feet. Do not wait for somebody to die to get something. Get it yourself. That was a lesson that he took to his grave and taught us. He left everything to my mama. And my mama didn't even show to his funeral. And that's like, the way he raised us, we wasn't even bitter because my mom lived in my house now. My mom lived in my house in Georgia. If y'all don't know the story, go back and look at the videos. I wasn't raised with my mom. And my mom is blessed because the man she married raised 2 girls and a son. Okay? I'm the baby. I lost one sister, so there's only the 2 of us left. It's my older sister and me, right? My mama living in my house at 85 years old. That part.
That's a blessing, though.
That part, right?
That's
But
a blessing.
that blessing came from her, for the blessing that the man she married, she left us with him, and he taught us that that's still your mama. At the end of the day, she's still your mama. Regardless, at the end of the day, she's still your mama. But he told us, and my mom is living my dad's legacy. My dad was saying, no matter what, take care of your mama. That's all he asked us. He didn't ask us to be no doctors. He didn't ask us to be no lawyers. Because he knew he wasn't going to be around here that long himself. And he said, you know what? Look after your mom. And to this day, she's still alive. All her brothers and sisters are dead. She's the last. She's the baby. She's the last one. And she's being taken care of. Well, I'm going to say this, it's going to sound harsh for some of y'all because y'all was raised with your mama. She's being taken care of by the kids she abandoned. That's the crazy part. So maybe God was showing her that, maybe showing us that maybe it's a lesson to her because she lived to see it longer. Because everybody, all her husband's dead, and all her brothers and sisters dead. She left there by herself, and God is showing her something at 80-something years old. The children you abandoned is the ones that's helping you eat today. You get what I'm saying?
Sometimes that happens. Sometimes that
so
happens.
I look at that part where I'm saying to myself, as a grown man, I got my own kid, all right? Sometimes God will turn you around and say, hey, the people you abandon will be the people that help you.
Yeah.
And you'll be thinking, why is he helping me and I did them dirty? I left them. I abandoned my babies. But your babies, because the man you left them with taught them a little valuable lesson, she's still your mama.
Yeah.
Say, tell these women, your daddy, your baby father might be a crackhead, but at the end of the day, that's still their father. He might have paid child support like he wanted to, or you wanted him to, but you know, at the end of the day, that's still their father. If anybody listens to what I'm saying to you, because you trying to make him pay for it and punish him by not letting him see his children, but God's going to tell him, you see them kids that you abandoned? You went over there and messed with Miss Mary down the road and took care of her kids? These kids that you abandoned probably be the ones that give you a piece of bread to eat. And it's gonna make him realize if they don't hold no animosity against him, it's gonna eat him up more, and then he probably break down and ask for forgiveness. But long as you rebelled against him, yeah, he's gonna be. But the kid that he abandoned helps him, and it shows you that you missed that blessing, but you got the blessing still to the day. And some of y'all might say he don't deserve it, but he does deserve it. Because how bad you thought you abandoned us and hurt us, our mama took care of us. We ate. We are good people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He wasn't there, but some of y'all right now are good people. Your parents abandoned y'all. Left you with your grandmama or whatever. Left you with your mama. But at this day, y'all to this day on YouTube right now talking to somebody. And are some of y'all good people. I don't know easy one, but I'm probably some of y'all good people.
You are so true. You so true, Micro Farmer. A lot of people, y'all have heard me say many a times that I lived with my grandmother, and one day, oh my goodness, when I tell that story, it's gonna be a nighttime, it's no premiere, it's gonna be all out. I might need some real hooch for that. That's a whole nother story, but I ain't ready. Not only y'all ain't ready for it, I ain't ready for it yet. but it's gonna be something.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I'm thankful. I'm thankful. Not only my grandmother stepped in, my aunts, like my cousin in the chat, her mom, my aunts and them. When we grew up, somebody was going to step in and take care and do things that you needed. You was not going to be without in the family. They made sure, and I'm thankful. I thank and praise God for that. Like you say, sometimes the ones you may have abandoned may haven't been there because of your whatever your own circumstances was. They may be the same kids that have to take care of you.
Yeah.
Yes, that part right there, that can happen. So yeah. You good, microfarmer?
They riding their bike, they riding their bike in the house, around on top of my head. Yeah, they ride their bike around the house. That's when you got them houses that you could ride around like it's a non-track up here. They got their bikes upstairs, riding their bike down, rolling on top of my head. Yeah.
So yeah,
we don't have to. It looked like a small house, but they can actually ride a bike around the kitchen, around through the living room, and they can ride the bike all the way around. Yeah, that part.
Well, they safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's how it is. Sometimes life it hits us different ways, and that's the thing. It's not where you start from, it's how you finish. So and some people, some things they don't like to talk about. I know I saw, I don't know if they mind me sharing, they not here. Well, I'll just say a live I was in on Friday. It got real deep, and the men were talking about their relationships with their father, and it was amazing. It was so much love there in that chat when you could hear them speak of their own individual situations. And it was just a blessing, because I'm quite sure it was other people in the chat that went through the same thing, and it may have helped them. So I love when I hear stuff like that. It really it can help people that you never even know that may be in the bushes listening to as well. So yes, so wait a minute now. I got a question for you, microfarmer. So does that mean now I know we saying we leaving stuff for children. So does that mean, do you feel like you would leave some of your children more than the other, or you going to do it equally? I had that one time on my Thankful Thursday, I think last year, which you leave your children an equal amount of money, equal amount, or you would do it according to how you wanted to.
No, everybody got their own properties. No, I'm just saying. I mean, one house might be more than the other house. I'm just saying, but I wasn't thinking like
that's
that.
what I'm saying. It don't matter.
Here it goes. For me, when you raise your kids, it ain't about the monetary value of what. Her house is more than my house, or her property is worth more than my property. It ain't about that. You got left something. And our kids are not gonna, like our kids here. If they say they want something, I never had that, because I got other kids and stuff. I never had that part where another kid felt the other kid got more. If it is, it's gonna be something said when I'm dead.
You said they'll settle that later.
Yeah, but it won't be here, because anything that asks of me or what they need, I provide. You know what I mean? To the kids' mamas, even though they got new people within their lives, but at the end of the day, they know long as here it goes. Let me just say this real quick, because I might help somebody in this chat when they read it again or replay it again. I want to say to men and women, well, mostly men, if your kid's mama is stressed out, and some of y'all women, please understand what I'm saying. Don't stress your kids' fathers out. If you ain't that, don't press them. But I try to teach young men, regardless of the race. And some women will take advantage of what I'm about to say. And they would, yeah. No. It's a certain type of woman, okay, that's going to understand what I'm talking about. If your baby mama is stressed out, not because she's stressed out because she just ain't getting off her butt and get her job and get her stuff together. If your kid's mother is stressed out and your kids are their mom is the most primary person, custodial parent, regardless, because that's how America is built. The only way you get your child in America, she got to be a crackhead or abusive mother. Usually the mom, regardless of the situation, For a mother to lose her child, she's either have to be a crackhead, drug addict, or a very abusive woman. Usually, the kids are stuck with the mother. They're given to the mother, and the men's got to pay the situation. So the way I looked at life coming up in the world, if my kid's mamas is stressed out, my kids are stressed out, and I want my kids stressed out. And that's the part. So they knew, like, if you can't make it, let me know. I don't need you stressed out, because when you stressed out, you don't realize your kids are stressed out.
Mm-hmm.
See, some of y'all women don't understand that when you argue with that kid's father, the kid's arguing with his father too, because you're going to go in with your attitude in the house and stressed out about some nonsense, and the kid's stressed out. So the kid don't do well in school because he's stressed out. You over there BSing that man for an extra $4, whatever, you know you ain't doing right by them kids. Let that man take them kids shopping. Let him go buy whatever you want to buy them, put it on their backs and let them go to school. You don't need to go, you don't know their size. Well, you go down and write Junior size. He wears size 9 in shoes. Susan wears a size 38C. Susan wears a size 38C bra. You know what I'm saying? She got a size 10 panties. Let that man go shopping with his kids. You don't need to monitor everything that man does. If he don't know the size, write them down and give him a list. Put it on the index card for him with the kids when they go with him. Let him go.
Yeah, let him go.
You don't need to micromanage everything he does. Those ain't the shoes. I don't like those shoes. Well, those are shoes he like to put on his kids' feet. You know what I'm saying?
And that child going to love it. The child going to love it because it came from that parent.
Yeah. And some of the women micromanage, but here it goes. And I tell the men, let the other nigga take care. I do. You stupid, man. You got kids in that house. Whatever he does is extra, but my kids in the house. My kids ain't gonna see the back of the refrigerator. I don't care if Johnny's up there laying up there with his feet up on the couch. I don't give 2 craps. I understand they're gonna eat some of them chicken wings that I don't, but that's not the point. Yes. I'm not letting my kid go hungry. My kid ain't. Only time my kids or any of my kids saw the back of the refrigerator is when they was cleaning it out, or when it came to the house, a new refrigerator. That's the only time my kids saw the back of a refrigerator. Mm-hmm. You ain't seen no back of the refrigerator. I don't give a who she dating or what she doing. They ain't see. My sister can tell you, I went, brought the food and brought it to the house. You know what I'm saying? I'm with the bags, the shopping cart. Yo, Brad, bring the shopping cart. Because if your kid's mother is stressed out, your kids are stressed out.
Yeah.
It's going to filter down. I don't give a darn what y'all say. It's going to filter down. If she's struggling them bills, let me tell you how this conversation goes. Mom, what we ate? I don't know what the God doing with you. It's chaos in her house because she don't know how to pay them bills, and you being stupid because she got a new person in her life. That's stupid. And I tell these young men, like, don't worry about, well, she got a nigga laying up there. Dude, it ain't about that. You got a kid in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got a kid.
They got a question for you, microphone. Say, Lagari. They said, what if you live in the house with both parents and the father is aggressive and the mother is passive? How do you think the child handle that?
Well, let me tell you how the people in Africa is. If that's the life the kid came in, it ain't nothing to handle. Because that's what he grew up to know. Like, I can teach my kid to be hatred. If they grew up that way, they're going to see that as a norm. Now, when they get older and get in their own world, there's going to be some therapy need to be done. Mm-hmm. But if you grew up in a chaotic household, it's chaotic. That's the life you live. You seen them friends you go with. You got friends that you are. They grew up in a chaotic household. They leave their household and they know chaos. So when they get a spouse, I don't care if it's a man or a woman, it's going to be chaos in their house because that's all they know. Mm-hmm. That's why I say you love drama, because that's what they grew up in, a dramatic household and a chaotic household. So the kid don't know no better because that's the way they thought it was. Man told the mama, shut your goddamn mouth, mama. So they don't know no difference until they get out in the real world, and that's when therapy comes in the game. You know what I mean? So if you got a friend like that or somebody like that, chances are that child, that's the way they grow up. Just like you could teach your child hatred. You don't bring no blue-eyed blonde. You ain't gonna be friend no blue-eyed blonde hair girl up in here. they live that life until they get out in the real world. You see them people. I seen them. I grew up with some of them. They got adult and don't know nothing about life because they lived in a sheltered life. Some of y'all
You're right.
people get sheltered. And when you get out in the real world, your grandma and your kids, don't shelter your kids from the real world, because when they get out here as young men and adults, this is why sometimes I feel some of these abusive husbands or their boyfriends, whatever, because their mama did everything for him. So what happened was he wasn't looking for a wife. He was looking for a replacement for his mama. So when don't put
they want somebody else.
But I'm just saying, this is the reason why a lot of abuse goes on, because you ain't his mama, but he wants that mama where you gotta iron his clothes, fix his food, go get him a soda, go get him. He don't want a wife. You don't have your. You're supposed to tend to him. Same thing with some women. They get out there. Their daddy did everything for their mama. He was a passive man, and you think your husband's supposed to do the same thing that your dad did for your mama. It doesn't work that way. You got to readjust your life, because you're going to meet a man. Your daddy did everything for your mom. He opened the car door for her. He done came home and gave a whole check to your mama. Your husband ain't doing that. But you grew up that way, where you thought that's what the man's supposed to do. That's what some of y'all say. You my husband. That's what you supposed to do, because you saw your daddy do that. That ain't your daddy over there. That ain't your daddy. He got a whole nother concept, and y'all get all twisted up in your face, twisted up, and you don't understand. Well, that's how I grew up, because my daddy opened the car door for my mama for years. You ain't no man. No, he ain't your daddy. He's a man, but he ain't your daddy. Same thing, get it?
Microphone say he ain't your daddy. Don't call him daddy, baby. Don't call him daddy.
Only call him daddy in the streets. I'm just saying. I'm being messy now. Just call him daddy in the streets. I don't know. But he ain't your daddy. That's what I'm trying to tell you. But you will see those. I mean, I came across those damaged people. I mean, men and women. I came across them where they grew up in a chaotic household and they don't know no better. So it's generation after generation after generations after generations that happens. So some of us get to a point where we do go to therapy. We go to marriage counseling. That's why some of y'all in churches, sometimes you do have to go to marriage counseling. You do find that woman or that man, and you close to your church. I'm not saying church for everybody. Once again, I'm not saying that. But this is where you need some marriage counseling. If you're not in the church, go to a marriage counselor, because you might not be a church person, but before you decide to go marry, go know that person. Matter of fact, ask these questions. What is your pet peeve? Before you go, I do, because you want to show off in front of your sisters, because now you know that thing for color purple. I'm the marriage now. He goes, no, I give a damn.
But you still have to live. Microfarmer. Well, I think when I first started my YouTube, when I used to give my Thursday thoughts or something, I think one of them, I don't remember how long ago, I said about how we get married and women think, oh, it's like a fairy tale. This is going to be my knight in shining armor. And we have high expectations that this person, he's still a man, is going to take care of you, going to take care of everything. You live in la la land. And then the husband may have expectations of you. Like you say, hey, she going to cook for me. She going to clean. She going to jump when I say run, and do this. She not going to have friends. She's not going to have relationship with parents, different things. Different people come up with different things. One quality I did like about my husband was like he was close with his mom. And so I would tease him and say, mama's boy. And he'd call me daddy's girl. That's how we tease each other. But still, if my family having the function, he going with me unless he's sick or something. If his family having the function, I'm going with him. Unless, the other, that's the only way. Some people, if you get with people that's not a family person, it's different. So I've seen people, they might be with a person that is selfish and don't want them to go out around friends and family and just be around them all the time. And that's not going to work. That's not going to work.
Well, see, what you just explained is they never had that conversation.
Yes.
They were so involved of getting married because they didn't want to get left in the dust about being 40 some years old and not married. So they was just on the key of just being married. not being with the person they need to be. They were scared not to be alone, so they just got married and never asked those questions, because these are the things. What do you like and what you don't like? You know, he ain't a social person if you don't, because sometimes people haven't had that family structure like you. You might have where y'all family get together every Saturday, Sunday. He don't know nothing about that, or she don't know nothing about that. That's weird to them. I ain't going. I don't like them. Now what happened is he tried to tear you down, but he's not tearing you down. He just never experienced that love of a family. Yeah, he got sisters and brothers, but they never had the love your family has. That's why some people look at you like, why are you so close to your cousins? I think you sleeping with your cousin. What the who?
What? Who does that?
Yeah, y'all act like you didn't hear it. You too close. Like, why your family? Why your family always got to come over here? Because that's what she's used to. That's what they do. But see, if you're not asking those questions and don't understand the other spouse, that's how her family is. But you've been hiding your family. Only thing next time your family knew about you, girl, I'm getting married. Ain't nobody met this mother skunker.
Right.
You popped up at a Thanksgiving dinner talking about you get married to this dude or this female. Ain't nobody, she ain't seen them, and you already engaged when they coming up on it. He ain't see your family or nothing. That's the first time he saw your family with a ring on your finger at Thanksgiving. That's the problem. You was too happy to just show out somebody because your sisters got married last year and they had a beautiful wedding. You just trying to outdo your sister or your brother.
For no reason. I've had my pastor would ask people, he say before he would marry people, he tell them he want a birth certificate because he want to make sure you know who you marrying. I'm just saying he want to have credit reports, and he want work histories. He did all that because he said he do not want people coming back to him later saying that you married me to this person and this and that, and he'd say he told them you already see this person work history. They already wasn't working. They was unemployed most of their life. Now you marrying them, you know you're gonna have to take care of them. You know, different stuff. He would let them know, and people would get mad. But he said he would do that because he want them to know. This is what they need to know, not just marrying nobody. You need to know that when you marry them, you need to know everything and accept that.
I give anybody who's single trying to date somebody and plan to marry somebody. I'm gonna give you the one thing that lets you know a person ain't for you. This is my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
My opinion. Not saying this guarantee 100%. My opinion. This is how you can tell a woman or a man's for you. And this is one question you heard from microphone right here. Don't ask no other question. This one question is gonna let you know. In the last 10 years, how many jobs you had? That's the answer that you're gonna get. If in the last 10 years they had 5 or 6 jobs, they're not into the commitment. They give up too easy. When things get hard, they quit the job and they go somewhere else. Like a lot of y'all get mad because the pastor said the wrong thing. You done been to 5 churches in the last 5 years.
Y'all hear that, ladies? Y'all hear that? We hearing it from a man. You hearing it from a man. And prayers going up for you, Mother Earth Consultant. I saw what you had in there earlier. Yes. Okay.
So for women, instead of asking how much his bank account, what kind of car you drive, one question to ask you to show who kind of person he is. If he's at your age, in the age, ask him in the last 10 years. I didn't say 20. The last 10 years, how many jobs you had? If he names 4 or 5, that means he's not a person to commit me because he's not committing to nothing. Soon things get hard, he leaves. Same thing with a woman. I worked at J.C. Penney's for about 7 months. Then I worked at Popeye for 2 years. They didn't put no investment. You walk into a person that has no investment and no job, no pension, no nothing. You're going to be taking care of that person. Now, you've been on your job for 20 years since you got out of college. You 40 years old. You've been at that same job as a secretary, whatever you did for 20 years. The guy you meet or the female you did, she done had 6 jobs in 10 years. Reality is they 40-some years old, have no pension at all. They didn't stay nowhere to even get vested in. So why would they invest in you? That shows a lot about a man.
He said, wow. Y'all hear that? He said they not even investing in their self. They letting go. They leave when trouble come. They not nobody that's going to stand there and weather through the storm. They like gone. Peace. That's what Michael Farmer said. He said, if you notice that, that's not who you going to be marrying. I'm loving this microphone.
You know, when the tough gets going, they get going. They out. Yeah, they just showed you not committed to nothing, not even themselves. They didn't invest in themselves, just like she just said. That is something just as simple as pie. It ain't no magic wand to this. All you gotta do is ask that simple question. Now he say he's 40 years old, meeting you at 40, 30 years old. Man, I've been at this job since after college. I got this job. I'm here for 15 years. I'm 20 years. If they are jumping from job to job, they're not even committed to themselves to better themselves. They are just jumping from. Now, if they say they got laid off, due to layoff,
we know what you mean.
If you realize they had 6 jobs in 10 years, that person is not committed to themselves. How are you going to be committed to you?
Good night. Oh, love you much. Be safe. She leaving.
Oh, okay. So those are things I want to say. I don't know if you want to end your live because I'm ready to get going myself.
Yeah.
But I just want to drop jewels. I hope the people that hear this replay and listen to these parts are here to get to this part. That's the part you need to ask anybody at the cross of that table or that dinner table. And let me tell y'all ladies another secret that you might not heard, but I'm going to hear it on Sweet Read because I'm going to keep pushing this. Don't spend over $130 to get ready for a date that you're only going to get a $25 dinner from. That doesn't
I heard you say that. I think when y'all was on your new channel, I probably was in the bushes because if I'm at work, I gotta be in the bushes. But
that doesn't even make sense. And all of y'all women fall right in that rabbit hole all the time. You go get your hair done, your hair, getting your weave, whatever y'all getting, whatever you get done. I'm gonna tell you right now, do the math on this one. Okay, here you go. Your date might. Let me get this quick before I go. And a lot of y'all guilty. A lot of y'all women here are guilty of this thing. And y'all think I'm not saying. I'll break it down to you. You go get your girl. You get an appointment because you're going out Friday with microphone. Ooh, he gonna come pick me up, girl. You go get your hair done. Average hair is what? About $100 and change to get your hair did, right?
It depends. Could be more than that.
Well, just let's do that part.
Yeah.
That part. Just say 100. If she's your girlfriend, she might do it for 80. God, the 80. Go get your nails done. We're looking at what, $40, $50 plus tip for your nails done, right? So you had $150 at the point.
$150.
Now you go, if you're a big girl, you go into Torrance or whatever them big ass store to get you an outfit. You gotta leave I gotta put my joke in there, right? So here you go. You go to Torrance, you spend another. For your blouse, $32. Maybe you get your pants for $22. You try to go over in the clearance section.
That's on clear.
Oh, you already at $200.
Yeah.
Here's the microfarmer. He pulls up in his nice little BMW. He go get him a little $40 haircut with a lineup. I spent $70 on you from the entree to the drinks, right? Who losing in that date?
You're right. You already step in that date losing because you went and brought new stuff, and then you don't even know if they're gonna pay for it. You don't even know if they're gonna pay for the date. Let me stop. I've heard people
say
they
ain't gonna pay for the date. Well, I don't think you pay $100-something. I don't know.
I'm telling you, that's money they could have put on something else. A lot of people been there, done that. In my younger years, if it was somebody I really wanted to go out with and I would get a new do, get my hair done up and wear something new or whatever. But as I got older, you change. It's not all about that. Then I'll tell you a step further. I remember a guy tried to play me some years ago, and I ain't gonna hold you, Michael Farmer.
I'm looking at the chat. One person, I don't spend money. I wear, but yeah, that's right. That's you. But there's a lot of y'all not y'all, but there's a lot of women that do. Yeah. They already in a hole from the time they just got their hair done. They in a hole.
Yeah. But you're right. Going out spending extra money to take extra care, and I remember one guy was supposed to take me out years ago. This was years ago. And then he called me maybe a half an hour after he was supposed to pick me up. Because I wasn't calling him. You want to take me out? You was going to call me. I was in high demand, honey. And so, make a long story short, when he called me, he said, "Oh, I know I'm supposed to pick you up. But I had to get my mom car because something happened my car, whatever. And he said, but is it all right if we could just chill? You could come over here, or I could just come over your house. I could bring a couple of movies." And I said, "No, lose the number." Hung up this. He kept calling me back. And then that was years ago when you had those phones that had like an answering machine on it, and that you could hear the person talking to. I was like, "What are you playing with? He got the wrong one." And for that date, I didn't go just to get my hair done and stuff. I always was getting my hair done every week at that time. And no, I wasn't getting my nails done and all that stuff. But it was amazing that he thought that he was just going to come over and bring some movies and we was going to watch them at my house. Oh, no, sir. You had the wrong person.
Yeah. They tried. You know, he took a shot. He missed the shot. So, yeah, but those are the things, like, start understanding the way it goes. Like, and this is another thing for here it goes. For the women. This is strictly for the women. And I seen the guy, he made sense about this. It was a question he was asked, and it was an interview, and the guy name is Kevin Gates. It wasn't yet. No, 50 Cent. I'm sorry. 50 Cent said that. He was on one of these late night shows, and he said, "Who's supposed to pay for the date?" And you know what he said? Whoever decided that we were supposed to go on a date. Whoever decision was to go on a date. So if the woman asks to go out on a date with you, she should pay. So if a man asks you out on a date, the man's supposed to pay. So who pays for the date is the person that asks to or suggests to going out on a date. So if a woman came up to me, well, not me at this point in time, we should go out again. We should go out sometime. It's on your pocketbook. Don't suggest we go somewhere and I'm supposed to pay for it. If you suggest we go out on a date, you pay for it. If you suggest we go into Benihana's, you know what? That's an expensive restaurant. I think you should pay for it. Don't call me up and tell me where you want to go eat. If I'm going to pay for this, I'm going to go where my money's right. You don't pick my pocket. Because that's what Malcolm X said. Get out your hand out my pocket.
I love it.
Get your hand out my pocket, like Malcolm X said. That famous quote, get your hand out of my pocket. Because if you suggest the restaurant that we go into, I think you should pay for that restaurant. Because I know what restaurant my bank account applies for. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Don't tell me suggest a place unless I ask you. You got a place that you would like to eat? Then yeah, it's on me. But don't. Yeah, my girlfriend told me about this nice place over across town. They got some good chicken. I'm like, that's what you want to eat. All right, I would tell her right off the back, you're gonna pay for that, because I was thinking about the little spot my homeboy was talking about. They had some good beers and good drinks over here.
or me, I might just want Chili's. They used to have a 2 for $20. I think it's a 2 for $25.
If a woman choose chill on me, she get 2 days. I ain't gonna lie, because I'm like, I was going to spend this, but shit, you want to go to Chili for 2 for $20s and say, right. that guarantee next weekend's date, because
always tell my husband,
you saving me some money, shoot.
Right, always tell my husband I'm a cheap date for him. If he say what you want, and sometimes we decide, like if it was his time to pick last time, then it's mine. To pick where we going. Yeah. And once you in love and all together, you don't even worrying about no expensive restaurants. Sometimes, yeah. Well, not me. And not him, not us. Like sometimes we might want to go out somewhere expensive and nice, and sometimes no. Sometimes we might cook together, or sometimes we might just say, "Hey," he'll say, "What you got to taste for?" I say, "I don't know, but I'd rather just do Chili's because we can't go wrong. They got a deal," and we both start laughing. We could go to the movies, go to Chili's, spend less than $100, and like you say, that's money for another date.
I'm talking about. Sure, I go out. I'm like, I hate when the people send me to check over at me. Shit, my wife makes way more money than me. I'm like, put that bill over there.
They know you got it. You say put it over there, but most of the places give it to the man, or some of the places put it in the middle. Put it in, in the middle of the table. But it's sometimes I don't expect for my husband to treat every time we go out. That doesn't make sense. We're together. Why? No. I
I
don't.
ain't never reaching for my wallet.
Stop. But she must already got the card.
I'm just sorry to tell y'all. Hey, Sherry died a long time ago. I don't know where she at, but she gone from me.
Stop it.
Sure, I got it so good. I go to breakfast. We go to breakfast with our daughters. They pay for breakfast sometimes. Be like that. Who's paying for breakfast? Which one of y'all pay for it? Our daughters, they've been paying for breakfast since they was 7 years old. They've been paying for breakfast. And they're like, oh, I'm paying. Who got it this time? Yeah, look, one of our daughters pays for breakfast. That's right. Get your little card out and pay for breakfast. And the people think that's so cute. The people like, oh, that's so cute. Like, yeah, they got their own money. They be treating. Right. Who pay this time? They be treating. Hey, we let them get breakfast. Like when we go out as a family for breakfast, one of them get breakfast. They pay for breakfast. We don't do the dinners and stuff like that and lunch. But I got them for lunch one time.
Oh my goodness!
Don't tell your mama, but y'all gonna pay for this lunch this time. I got my daughters for lunch one time.
Oh my goodness!
I got them for a 5-guy burger and a shake. That was about $22.
They are expensive. 5 Guys they are, but that's good. I really like their burgers.
I like the burgers and their French fries and stuff.
Their fries is like the real potatoes. That's what I like. It's something you're gonna make at home. But yeah, you're right. You're gonna pay for it there. Yeah.
But my daughters ain't cheap. Like sometimes, like I said, they'd be like, who's gonna pay for breakfast? You know, they'll pay for breakfast. So we let them get breakfast. The breakfast is like the cheapest of everything. But I ain't gonna lie, they wanted 5 guys. I ain't got 5 guys, man. Who paying?
You're a mess. Right?
We go 5 guys. I'll go to McDonald's and give you one of them $3.99 bundles over there in a minute for us.
Oh no,
they want 5 guys. I'm like, one of y'all paying for it.
Different.
Yeah. I got different, but I like it because, like you say, they see it. But those are things. But definitely, invest in your children, grandchildren. I know we've been talking for a minute. Definitely, y'all invest in yourselves and make it your business this year. I know I spoke about it, and Fuga Mama and Busy Mama was talking about it in their life, but I spoke about it a while back. Make it your business, y'all. Everybody who's working here, go sit down this weekend or whatever when you get time to sit down. Try to pay yourself 10% of your wages to yourself.
Yes. And I follow what's her name? Dr. Lynn Richardson. She's been saying that for years. I started watching her when a couple years ago, and she said that she has the 10. I'm getting ready to mix it up. 10, 10, 30. I'm getting ready to mix it up. The 10 say your tithes for 10%. Your other 10% pay yourself. That 30% is for your bills. And it's 10, 10, 30, 50. And then the rest, yes. So that's what you have to do. I know you're gonna say something about the tithes, but I ain't go there. Hey, Big Rooster, I'm glad you're here.
You know I'm gonna say, but I know I got a church woman here.
That's right. Don't even try
to tithes.
Get that 10% off the top. To each his own. I can't make
Lord, like I'm gonna tell y'all, Lord knows my heart. He don't need my money. Lord knows my heart. Lord knows hey, if Lord want these lights in this church to stay on, he gonna find a way. But he know I need this more than y'all.
I'm sick of you, microphone. I appreciate
Lord don't need my money. Don't y'all sit there and tell that. The way the Lord found the way for my lights to stay on. The way the Lord found the way to keep my lights on over there at 2424 Mockingbird Lane, I think he can find a way how to keep these church lights on too. So I'm just saying. You more close. I know that's my joke. I don't go to church, but I'm just saying that'll be my joke. They probably kick me out the church and ban me from the neighborhood.
Oh no, they wouldn't. No, they wouldn't. They would not. Yes.
You know how y'all past me talking about he'll find a way. Well, I'm saying the same thing. How you gonna keep these lights on in this church? Y'all gonna find a way.
The church still has bills. They still got to turn the lights on, have the heat on. When you come in there.
Don't that sound like your household? Don't that sound like your household?
I would do with you?
I gotta keep the lights on. I gotta keep this heat on. I gotta keep this air conditioner on. I need food. I can't. You know what I mean? Piece of crackers I'll be eating to keep. I'll be had to take the whole. You know how they send communion. I don't know if y'all got that communion around with the bread. I open up my purse and dump the whole.
No, now they have like the little cups, and if you flip it over, it got the little cracker inside, and then you flip the other part, and it got the juice. It's like
I'll be like, I ain't gonna lie. I'll be like the airline ticket. Leave me 2 of these here too. How many are take?
You too much. I don't know.
I'm like, how many of these I can take? How many we take? One per parishioner? What y'all call parishioners? What y'all call?
One. You know what? Microphone, I don't know what to do with you, but I appreciate you.
Yeah, I tell you, they kicked me out the church and banned me from the neighborhood. I'm like, listen, I got a big body. That little thing ain't gonna do. I need about 2 of those. Just leave 2 of these with me, please. I think she gluten free, so these crackers ain't gluten free. So give me yours, sister Sweet Reed, and these ain't gluten free. You know you got.
You ain't microphone, behave yourself.
You know you can't eat gluten, Miss Sweet Reed. You know you gluten intolerant. So give me your. I gotta have y'all laughing before I leave.
Oh Lord. Oh,
those crackers ain't gluten free. Come on, give me. Y'all know y'all can't eat gluten. You know you got doubt. Some of y'all know y'all got doubt. Y'all can't
to give some away. Stop it. You ain't right. You ain't right. Let me get my holy oil. That's what I'm gonna get for you.
You know those crackers ain't gluten free.
Microphone, you too much.
Hey, you know, AA meeting. You can't drink that wine. Hand it over here. You know you gotta go to AA meeting tomorrow.
You know what? It's not wine. But we drink the grape juice. Yeah.
Oh, they got people here give y'all grape juice.
Ours is like it's grape juice. It's grape juice in the crack. It's no.
I'm so glad. That's the last time I was in church. They was giving out real wine back in the day.
What?
They had the Manisherry. You remember the Manisherry wine? You know.
Well, if you going, if anybody going for the wine, they ain't gonna get it this time.
Come on now, you've been in church long enough. They had Manisherry. It was the Manisherry wine, right?
I didn't know they had wine. The churches I've been to.
Oh, I forgot. You just got the church.
No.
You just got in the church 20 years ago, y'all, because I was back there. Wow. They had the Manisherry.
Oh my goodness. Well, the ones I went to, they would have the grape juice and they would pour them in the the cups. But now they don't have to pour them in the cups. They already come pre-packaged.
I think I'm a little older than you. They had the Manisherry wine. Let me tell y'all something. If it is for the Southern people now, the Southern people, all y'all Southern people come together. I don't care. And I'm going to tell y'all about some of y'all women. I didn't know what every household at one time had Manisherry wine. That little Manisherry wine?
I know what you talk about. My aunt, one of my aunts used to keep it.
There's a reason why they kept it. Because when I was a younger cat, some people are young here. They don't know what I'm about to say. You might know what I'm saying. No, the reason why the Manisherry wine was always in a black household, right? Had nothing to do about Jewish. I didn't understand what anemic was. You always heard it, but they never talk about it. Because anemic at one time was like a bad word in the black community. But the Manisherry wine was when the women had their little thing. They would get that to build up their iron study because they didn't want to eat liver and iron and stuff like that. So they was anemic. So the Manisherry wine was to rebuild a system up.
Yes. And you dropping gems. We talked about, I think on one of my, it might have been on a Tuesday night, and I said I would save it for a Thursday night when we talked about on and how you could pass out as a I didn't get into all that. I shared that with one of my coworkers. On here, we said a little bit of it, but one of my coworkers, that's who I shared that into that with about you're on, like you say, because you're losing a lot of, at that time. So you need your arm to be up, and people was taking arm pills. I know I had been taking arm pills at one time but I couldn't even do that. I had to actually have a surgery.
Because here it goes. This is why the man sure going to become iron pills will make you constipated. Then you got prune juice sitting in the back of the refrigerator.
You wanted something microfarmer. He already know.
I grew up never be telling people I'm from the Bronx, but I'm just telling you my family from the South.
Yeah.
If you took the iron pills, it would constipate you.
Uh-huh.
Well, on top of the iron pills, but that's when they stopped taking iron pills and they got the mandatory wine. Because it didn't make no sense taking that big old iron horse pill back in the day. It was iron, like pill like this thing.
Still big and stink.
So it would give them constipation. So what happened was you would see prune juice sitting in the other. So it was like it was give and take, and then some of the women they upgraded to prune juice because by the time it was mineral oil. If y'all remember mineral oil, it was a bunch. Every black household had mineral oil in it or castor oil.
Why gotta be? Oh my goodness.
And then you had the other one that tasted like root beer, but it was like birch, I call it. It was Fletcher's. I don't know if y'all remember Fletcher's. Anybody remember Fletcher's?
I don't remember the Fletchers. I may have
Fletcher's
seen
tasted like a root beer, like a birch type of. It was a brown bottle, yellow box. It was called Fletcher's. It was a laxative, whatever. See, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's the part. But anyway, my kids, that type of something. Yeah. All right, y'all. Oh, they about to leave us, Miss Sweetly. They getting up out of here.
Yeah. I appreciate you, Microfarmer, for coming up. I appreciate Seedtime Harvest, Odom's Homestead, everybody for coming on up and helping me out on my Talk About Your Channel Tuesday. That is really a blessing. I feel so blessed to have you here, even with your good advice, all the dreams you drop, and even with your nonsense making me laugh.
If it wouldn't be me if I didn't make them laugh.
Right, and I love it. I'm just teasing. That's what.
But you know what's so funny, Reed? You know what's so funny about the nonsense that people say nonsense? But it'd be the truth. It'd be things that people don't want to talk about, like that stuff we just talked about. It's stuff like that.
I appreciate it. I'm laughing at you. I always like to say nonsense, but really, if I didn't appreciate you, I wouldn't have put you up on the panel.
I appreciate that.
I love it. It's good to hear other people's perspectives, and maybe something wrong with me. I don't like, and me and my youngest son talked about this earlier. I talked to my sons. I don't like when I hear people say, "Oh, I'm a Christian. I'm not going to deal with this person or that person." First of all, you judging them, and if you are, how will you ever be able to lead them or show them anything or characteristics that you have of God? We can't do that. We ain't doing that. Yeah,
I'm bugging out, y'all.
So I'm not going to hold you, Microfarmer. I appreciate you for everything.
Is it just me? Guys, it's up front.
What?
Did y'all see that? Anybody, you got to go back and look at this live at this section right here. It was a beam of light over here that went around. I know we live with a ghost, but I'm just saying it was just a light.
What?
Moving around here. It was just like a light. It was just over my head. I saw it when I was looking at myself.
Oh, it seemed like your screen. I'm looking now, like if it's blinking, it blinked.
No, it didn't blink. It was like a little like a light here somewhere. It went over my head, like like an article.
And I didn't see that. I just saw it got lighter than dark, like if it blinked.
Yeah, I mean, we live with the lady that owned this house. She came back home. Her soul is unrested here. So we know that she don't bother us, they ain't that type of ghost, but she's here among us. But I just saw this little beam of little light, looked like it was over my head, but she be here acting a fool sometimes.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, she didn't.
He say she be acting the fool.
Oh, she be acting up. She be acting up. She be moving stuff, not moving stuff like you have your keys here, and then keys will be upstairs. You like what? You look all over the house. The keys is over here. And then, she must have been a smoker. I asked my neighbors. They said, yeah, she's a smoker. Like, I could be sitting here with y'all and I could smell like somebody smoking a cigarette. We don't smoke cigarettes here. And smoke cigarettes. We know when she's here and her presence here. Oh, you remember the Fletcher, Steve? See the Fletcher.
Steve Gilmore say he do. Oh, my goodness. Steve Gilmore came in. Big Rooster came in. Is Big Rooster still here? I wanted to ask you something. I guess I might have to hopefully he got to upload on his channel. I was trying to put my you know how you're supposed to take a picture of your ID, the upload so you can for your monetization. I tried to do it. Mine wasn't right. I don't know what I'm doing wrong on that.
Take the flash off your phone. You're gonna take it, get a piece of white paper, white balance, like a regular white piece of paper, and lay your driver license on it, and take the flash off your. When you take the picture, take the flash off, because when you flash, it's gonna go a glare. It's gonna give a glare, and it's gonna be blurry.
That's how it's coming out blurry. And I said, maybe you're not supposed to take pictures of the license.
No, because you probably have the flash on. You have the flash on, probably.
On my phone, probably so.
So when you take the picture, the flash is gonna make it blurry. So you gotta take the flash off your camera.
Oh, got it.
If you get it, if you put it on a piece of paper, get a piece of, if you got a fax machine or whatever, a piece of paper or an envelope, and lay your ID on an envelope. The piece of paper is going to not reflect like anything else. So, and take the flash off. And if you got an iPhone like us, what we do sometimes, we do the portraits, the setting.
I got the iPhone.
So you got regular photo, and then you got portrait.
Okay.
And then you have the little thing that you could do studio, contour. They have settings on the picture. It depends. But usually if you just go to portrait, it'll take the picture right. You take the flash off your phone and you should be okay. Oh, Bruce said drop the link. You want to come up? Come up.
Oh, give me one second. I was doing it earlier. Okay, it's coming. Paste.
Yeah, I didn't monetize. I just deleted my stuff. I didn't want to be monetized. I just because of so many rules and regulations to being monetized, I'm not gonna do it because it's too much censorship. So I'd rather just don't monetize. I ain't gotta deal with it. Keep your money, YouTube. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do.
But in some of mine, I don't turn on the button to be there you go. Here come Big Rooster to be monetized. Hey, Big Rooster.
Hey, what's going on with y'all?
I'm good. What's up, bro?
We good. We miss Babs. I know he's somewhere
around there. So everything Micro told you was right except for the portrait mode. That's where you run into trouble. And Google don't tell you that because they tell you you can upload up to 50 megabytes. Because you got to take a picture of the front and the back of your driver's license.
I didn't know that. I know when I went to upload it say front, and that's when it said that. I said it must mean I need the back too.
Yeah, but what you do is if you put it in portrait mode, that turns the picture into like 7 megabytes, and it'll tell you every time. It'll tell you the file is too large, even though they tell you can upload up to 50 megabytes. You're like, what? What? So just hold your phone like regular. Put it, like he said, put a piece of paper down, or if you got a nice, clear table, put it down, take a picture, and then just crop the edges of it.
Okay.
You know how to crop the pictures? Yeah, you know how to crop the pictures. So that way it'll take whatever you set it on, it'll take all the rest of it out. But just make sure you show all the corners, all the rounded edges on your ID. Just make sure everything is visible. And yeah, definitely turn the flash off because the flash is going to blare something out.
It is. Turn the flash off. I'm gonna get my granddaughter to take a.
No, you hold on. I know now because the portrait looks much better. But you're saying now because
it does. It did 2 weeks. 3 weeks. It took me to realize I was that this is why I wouldn't. They was like, hey. Every time I'm doing it, I'm like, so I called. They kept giving me the run around. So I was sitting here one day and I said, well, let me take this picture this way, with the camera, how you just holding your phone like this instead of like, because I was doing it, I was like this,
That's what I do.
Same way I do. And that I thought the same thing and it wouldn't work. And as soon as I turned it like this and took the picture, back, it took it.
Oh,
It accepted it.
I did the same thing you just did. I turned it sideways.
Yep. Because I mean, that's how you get the right. So this way, it makes
get it
it
all.
uses that other camera, and that camera makes the because it's more resolution, I guess. It makes the picture of the file bigger than what it then like when I turned it back this way, the file was only 1 megabyte. But when I had it this way, it was like 7 megabytes for the front and 8 for the back. I mean, 8 for the front and 7 for the back.
Now you know what, Big Bruce, I learned something today because I always say that when I was like with iPhones, and I was saying I don't have that many pictures. So what you're saying, if you took the camera this way and took a picture, it's going to take up more storage.
Right.
So when I sit there and see people, I say, man, I ain't got that many pictures, but they say my file, my storage, it's almost just all photos. I'm like, I only got about 100-something photos.
Right.
But you say now if I turn it,
right, exactly.
Oh,
so you know how your camera got multiple. So when you turn it this way, that's like almost as if you're getting like an action shot. You know what I'm saying? So now the camera is focusing and it's doing everything it's supposed to do, which I didn't realize until I turned the camera this way and took the picture. But because my friend told me the same thing that Micro was just telling you. Oh, just crop the picture and we'll make sure it's clear. Yeah. I mean, it was perfectly clear. Nothing,
Yeah.
Boom, took the picture, wouldn't take it. Took it. I did it like 30 times. I'm like, man, why I won't take it? Did it one time with the phone regular, it accepted it.
Oh wow.
Oh my goodness.
I learned something. Like I said, you always learn something every day. I learned because I would say the same thing. I like my wife. I'm like, I got the iPhone 14, right? And I'm like, I don't have. My wife has so many pictures, but then now you make sense because I'm not putting that together.
Right. Yeah, because when you take your pictures, you're doing it like this. Yeah. And that's good for that's good for like if you making a photo album because it's getting all the resolution. You know what I'm saying? And it's not just that's a real camera when you turn it to the side. That's you using a real camera, so it's basically bam. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting a real good shot. But when you hold it regular, it's like I'm just bam. Bam, bam, bam. But when you turn it sideways, that means you focusing in on something, or it's something you want to because you
can
do more with those
storage space.
Right, you do more with those photos too. And I think it what comes into play is like if you want to blow that picture up, when you turn it to that side, that camera has more megapixels, so your picture don't get as choppy as it would if you just hold it in your hand and just
Oh,
okay.
I learned something. Wow.
Me too.
It took me forever. It took me forever. I mean, I'm literally on the phone with those guys. They keep giving me the runaround, and I'm like, man, why is it so hard to find out? But it was just me not, turning the phone and certain angles.
Oh, so I'm gonna try that over the weekend.
Yeah. Try that.
It's me for that. Yeah.
So
because there's so much new, and I would like some of y'all. I mean, maybe I didn't. I didn't see none of the new regulations on monetization because they're saying they did a lot of changes and stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't know them, so I said I just let my monetization. I was like, I'm not even worried about monetization because I was like, I say a lot of off the wall stuff, and I ain't got time to be dealing with them, delete my videos and telling me this and that. I was like, you know what? Just put I got not a copyright strike, a copyright claim. So if I got some music, it's not a strike, it's just a claim. It doesn't matter. If I get paid, they get paid. I don't mind. But I'm not monetizing nothing because it just seems to be, it's gotten crazier with the monetization. I heard there's a lot of new rules to it.
Well, I'll just put it to you like this. The reason it is because I don't know if people are paying attention, but you got to realize Google is heavily trying to get into the TV industry. You notice they have, they got Google Cable. Now you can buy, it's just so basically they're trying to move away from the closed censorship, and they want it to be open because I don't know if y'all know, like next year, DirecTV don't have the NFL ticket anymore. Google does. Google bought them out. So you got to remember, so you got to remember they So basically, they trying to force you to buy Google cable if you want to watch all the games. You see what I'm saying? So Google is trying to, they trying to move into take over the whole TV market. They the giants right now, so they want to basically, So now you got Google cable for like, I think it's $49 or $59 a month, as opposed to, I don't know y'all service providers, but here in California it's Comcast and AT&T. They have the monopoly, and Google's trying to, fight with them. But all that means is once they take over the industry, that $100 to $200 we paying a month in cable, it's going to be $59 for the first year, and then once Google get everybody in, it's going to go right back up to where everybody, where everybody was unhappy with, But that's how they do it,
Wow.
So that's why they going so much towards censoring everything, and because they basically trying to get into the TV market.
Okay. Because I was like, people say you can't do this, you can't do that. There was so much new stuff that they implicated with monetization. I was like, wow, I barely realized the old monetization rules. Darn if I'm going to learn the new stuff.
Yeah,
I'm behind times.
So that's where they going with it, and either we going.
I'm too old to try to learn some stuff. I'm running several businesses. I don't have time to really get diggity down with the editing and keeping up with YouTube rules and regulations, because I got other stuff going on. And that's another thing I tell people. And I tell all the YouTubers here, it's called a burnout. I burned out 3 times on YouTube, and this is my 4th time. You're going to get overwhelmed. And when you feel you're getting overwhelmed from YouTube, back off. Just back off. Just rest. The people that rock with you going to be here when you come back. If you feel you're getting overwhelmed with some stuff with YouTube, you feel that your creativity is not at where it's at, what they call, you get that foggy brain thing, you're trying to figure out and you're stressing yourself out between your own life and work and other stuff, back off of YouTube a little bit. Go in, if you want to go to YouTube, go in the sideline like everybody else. Go in the sideline for a little bit. Don't put out content. The world ain't going to end because you're not putting out content. So go take a break. Go take a rest. Go take a break. Come back. The negativity, like I was talking to Sifting Some Soil today, and I didn't understand. I went to sleep and I seen Big Rooster them on Unbiased thing about some nonsense crap, and she said I would have been pissed because I don't like that, but I was I did the replay, so I was watching a little bit of replay, and I was like a little upset when people do just dumb things, like it doesn't make sense. And
it only stopped in hers earlier. She was making a nice outfit for her daughter, but I didn't see the whole thing because then I picked up my granddaughter, so I was waiting for her. I could watch some of it, and I talked, chat a little bit, but then I left after I picked up my granddaughter and we went to the market and stuff because it's not going to play while I drive.
And the only thing I would ask everybody,
real fast, I'm gonna step down, y'all. I just wanted to come
up
and say
that because you're a big fan. I want to say something before you step down. I want to say something before you step down to everybody from the community, because y'all a new community I came across. We need seriously to push. We're not going to tolerate bulliness and disrespect to people. All of us got to get on that page. Even if it ain't me, if it's not rules, if it's somebody, we're not going to tolerate that. We're not going to do that. We're going to have to step up as a community on all sides of the fences, saying we're not going to tolerate it. We're not. And we do need to stand up as a unit or some type of community and say, we're not going to tolerate this. We're not. If you're with the foolery and the cluckery and the bull, there's no place for that. We all come, like you said, coming from a place of love and want to teach and joke and have fun. We're not here for disrespecting each other. Like that's not going to be tolerated. It's just one of those things. That's one of my pet peeves.
Right.
Don't do that.
No, I feel you on that. But like I said, I just want to come up and say that. And thank you for having me. And man, hopefully that work out for you. But yeah, like I said, everything Micro was saying to you was right. It just take it in there. All right.
Thanks so much. I appreciate you, Big Rooster.
All right, Micro.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna get down to Miss Sweetie. I know it's 3:30 hour, so I'm gonna sit down.
I appreciate
I know you're gonna take them out on prayer. So I'm gonna step down. You got 2 minutes for your 3 hours. So I
Oh my
think,
God, it's been that long. I don't
yeah.
think I had a live that long.
All right. So I'm gonna step down. You take them out with prayer and bring them
Okay.
home. Take them home. All right. I'll be in the chat listening.
Okay, and I appreciate all of y'all hanging on in there. I see y'all loving Live show. Fabulous 32 says, oh, I appreciate all of y'all. Let me go ahead and say a prayer. That's right. And we're going to get on out of here. And thanks again for helping me, y'all. And guess what? I still have the 2 unboxings I need to do. Those videos going to be tomorrow. I'll have to record those tomorrow. Lord Father God, I come to you as humble as I can just to say thank you. I thank you for all things and everything. I hope that everything that was said tonight, that people enjoy it, take the gems from it and use it and apply it to their life, Lord Father God. If anyone was offended, I apologize, Lord Father God. We just come thanking you, asking you to continue to bless us, continue to be with us while we're continuing our work week, Lord Father God. Whether some are retired, some may be disabled, some are just doing what they do in their normal lives, Lord Father God. So we thank you, we praise you, and we ask you to please continue to be with our family, be with the bereaved families, Lord Father God, be with the sick and shut in, Lord Father God, and please continue to make a way out of no way for us. We ask these and all blessings in Jesus' name, amen. All right, now I appreciate y'all for being here. Thanks so much again for having another great talk about your channel Tuesday. Don't forget to check out my Wednesday prayer. I'll drop it before noon tomorrow. And Thursday, Thankful Thoughtful Thursday at 8 p.m. I can't wait to see y'all. Blessings to you and your family, and good night. And thanks again for everybody that came up to the panel. Thank y'all and good night. Blessings to you and your family. Mm-hmm.